Right, welcome everyone. We will be playing some Call of Cthulhu this evening. Welcome to the table. We're going to do some character introductions here in a second, but the scenario we'll be running is Dead Man Stomp. It was written in 1991, and I'm spacing on his name, but you can look it up, and AI is really good with telling you who wrote what. Um, Before we get started, let's do some quick character introductions. First off, I am Keeper Ty. I have been in the tabletop role-playing system for about 10-ish years now. I've been running Call of Cthulhu and playing it for about 6, and I'm happy to bring this experience to you guys. We'll go ahead and run through our introductions here, who you are and who you're playing as. Let's start at the top of my list. Robert, good to have you at the table, my friend.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, Robert or Rossi. Either one works with me. Been playing Call of Cthulhu for off and on for the past 6 years, and been enjoying it here on the Good Friends of Jackson Elias server. So yay! And I am playing Bill Ford, a dilettante, bit past his prime. What else about him? He is a worldly gentleman, has traveled the world. Recently went on an Egyptian expedition. Came back with a few objects that I have got to figure out what I brought back. But in the meantime, when it gets introduced in the story, I'll mention it. And currently, I'm kind of at a loss. Yeah, he walks with a cane, but he's not really injured. He just likes the look. He's a dapper type of guy. Yeah, that is Bill.
Awesome. How much luck are we rolling with Bill today?
That is a really good question. Has everyone else rolled? I do not know.
Let's go ahead and generate luck as we're all talking. Luck is generated if it's brand new for a character sheet by rolling 3 6-sided dice and multiplying the sum total by 5.
And I get a 50.
Ooh, nice and average for you.
Oh, exactly the same. What's the chance of that?
Very good.
I rolled a 12, so I got 60 luck.
Ooh.
I've just rolled up 55.
55? Ooh, very nice. We're going to be using luck spending today. You can use it as a resource to adjust your dice rolls if you fail and turn it into a desired success. But very good indeed. I can't wait to find excuses to make you spend it. Let's continue on with our introduction. Spudsy, welcome to the table, my friend. Who are you playing as today?
G'day there. I am playing. It will be Joseph Quincy James, Miskatonic Librarian from the Lawn Library. Is a little bit older. I'm probably one of the older ones in this group. He's in his 60s. Wears rather thinning, probably a white shirt and a yellow vest that looks a little bit threadbare now, half moon glasses, and his hair is definitely thinning and greying, if not almost white. Saving money, things are a little bit difficult now these days, but he'll get some new clothes eventually, yes. Big on the... really enjoys the library scene and spends a lot of time perusing the books, and well, there's nothing better than learning, is there? Takes the bus around everywhere, and you often see him traveling around.
Very good. Good to have you, Mr. James. Moving on right down the list and across the table, Phaedrus. Good to have you as well, my friend. Tell me who you're playing today.
Yeah, it's great to be here. I'm Phaedrus, and I'm playing LUCIEN DULAGI. Hope I'm saying that last name correctly. The opposite of my other two players in that I'm young, brash, and arrogant. Very much love my grandma DULAGI, who is I've been taking care of since my grandfather passed away, and along with her, my cat Shanksy. Shanksy's been with me for 10 to 12 years, and even though I'm kind of a rough and brash kind of guy. Anytime I'm around my cat Shanksy, I always kind of soften up a little bit. Yeah, I'm 23, but quite worldly as I've grown up in the Italian sanitation business, as you would say, and have kind of learned from the school of hard knocks and love my chicken parm and eggplant parm from Anton's restaurant, and also have had my run-ins with the O'Banions gang. So although I'm young, quite ambitious, and one day not wanting to follow orders, wanting to give the orders. So that is Lucien DULAGI.
Joe Petrello, I'm sure, in the current state of things with Arkham, really appreciates the energy and enthusiasm that you bring to the daily operations there, Lucien. As for Grandma DULAGI, we'll see if we'll be seeing a little bit more of her or references to her as we play. She's a bit of a social figure in Arkham, as a bit of a spiritual medium. But we'll see if her occultism extends even here to Harlem. Let's see. Last but certainly not least, our own host, Age of Adventure. Thanks for setting this up here, Adrian. Could you tell us about who you're playing today?
No problem at all. Good to meet you all. Thank you for running this game. I am playing MEL RIGGS. I'm a beat cop. I'm a bit unstable, having recently lost my partner. Don't mention it. So I often frequent the Society for Explaining the Unexplained just to get my mind off it. But I'm in a bit of an impasse at the moment, maybe getting brought into the dark side and putting my badge duties to the side, unfortunately. Just recently though, however. So looking forward to unraveling this mystery/adventure.
And surely your partner's name was Murtaugh, right?
100%. I said not to mention.
There you go.
I said not to mention my partner, man.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful. We're going to talk about what brings these guys. Most of them, if not all of them, are, I believe all you guys are from Arkham, Massachusetts. What's going to bring you to the big old city of Manhattan and to Harlem? But before we get started, a quick note on the 1920s and Harlem and racism, because you really can't have one without the other. That said, we are having a veil of racism on this game, but we will acknowledge historically that Harlem was a wonderful place as far as the stuff that came out of it during the 1920s. It was, when it comes to like melting pot of culture and ethnicity in America, Harlem is one of those places that is titular of that kind of an image. We're talking that within a 2-mile radius between two streets, in a Idaho-shaped section between the Harlem River and the Hudson, we had 100,000, 170,000 Italians, 200,000 Jews, and thanks to the sad events of that forced the great migration of African Americans from the south to the north, the 70,000 African American population in this neighborhood tripled to 210,000. A huge ethnic melting pot. And as a result of that, we got wonderful stuff like the Harlem Renaissance, the New Negro movement. There was freedoms of expression through art, through the written word, intellectualism, politics, music, of course, jazz, freedom of other aspects culturally, like sexuality and things like that. A lot of wonderful things came out of Harlem during this time, but it was also a place that had a lot of tension going on. Police brutality was a very real thing happening against these cultures and these peoples. Horrors of racial prejudice were very real, both in the South but in the North. We're not going to deal with a whole lot of that in today's game because we're here to have fun, but that is going to be a backdrop of Harlem. So bear that in mind, folks. This isn't good. If you're looking for a historically accurate Harlem, this is the wrong place. But feel free to tune in and have fun, have some fun with this as we play. So there's the historian keeper ties soapbox done and out of the way. I'll step down from here and turn the story over to our investigators here. You have recently come into possession of an interesting artifact, haven't you? About a month or so ago. A golden sarcophagus fits within your hand, just a little bit taller. A mini sarcophagus, if you will. Seems to be made of gold, and there's two halves that slide into each other. There's a lid, and then there's the body itself. It's empty. There's some hieroglyphs, though, on the outer end of that lid. And there's some interesting scripts, glyphs, letters, runes, perhaps, on the inside, underneath the lid as well, that in spite of our party's backgrounds in archaeology and reading hieroglyphs, haven't been able to decipher. So I'm curious, folks, how'd you come into possession of this unique artifact?
Lucien?
So yeah, as as you mentioned, Grandma DULAGI is kind of into some of these mystics and kind of a seer and all that. And as part of a business deal that I had as part of our sanitation business, in collecting from someone who owed us a gambling debt, we came into possession of this from an Egyptian gentleman. And I kind of want to get it sold, have it appraised and all of that, but don't even quite know what this market is. I show it to my Grandma DULAGI, and she was very interested in it, really kind of ran her fingers over it, looked up some of the hieroglyphics, and really wants us to get rid of this and get rid of it fast. So with that, we have someone in Harlem, in our librarian, Joseph Quincy James, that specializes in this. So as part of that, we're going to make the trek to Harlem. Myself, along with MEL RIGGS, who I have a bit of a recent relationship with from a business standpoint that we'll talk about later. But yeah, want us to go there and to get this checked out. But Grandma DULAGI doesn't want it for the money. She very much wants us to get rid of it. And before I walked out the door, she kind of grabbed my arm and said, "Lucien, whatever you do, get rid of this quick. There's a dark aura to this. There's something. I don't want you to make this trip long. Just get it and get rid of it and get back here." And, I kind of patted her arm a little bit and said, "Come on, Mama, it's okay. This is going to be fine. We're going to make some money off of this." And she grabbed my arm very tight, stared me dead in the eyes and said, "Get rid of this and get rid of it quick." So I'm a bit shaken as we're getting ready to make this trip, and that, yeah, her mom at one time, she went a little crazy, but, my Grandma DULAGI, she's pretty lucid and she's really in tune with these things. So, bit distracted and wanting to get this over with.
Very good. Anything that the rest of the table would like to add to this?
Mel will just add, he's out of his police clothing, just in plain clothes with a little cap, trying to keep it closed over his eyes, and says to Lucien, "I'm going to do this just one job for you, Lucien. I'm already got a bad conscience over our professional dealings. As I said, I help you this time, and then we're going to call it quits. Deal?"
Hey, look. Yeah, just, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Let's just see how this goes. Might be something you like long term, yeah?
I've said my piece, Lucien. And I just look around sheepishly to make sure no one can see me hanging around with this guy.
You just make sure none of those crooked cops out in Harlem get involved in this, and we'll be just fine.
No comment.
Yeah, Officer Riggs, you're going to be operating outside of your precinct. Interacting with the local cops might be interesting there. So it's my understanding then that Lucien and Mel here are traveling to Harlem to meet up with Mr. James and Mr. Ford. Is that correct? Or are you all traveling together to meet an expert established by one of these individuals?
I think they might.
I think we let Mr. Ford decide that. Yeah.
Sure, that works for me. Got a fast car. Get on it. We'll drive away from Arkham all the way to New York. And one, they'll swoop it. Great. Yeah, I love it. Let's do it.
Tell you what, we'll say that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, James.
Sure. I thought they might have brought it to me. I probably have a small little side business, occasionally taking a look at artifacts that they bring for an appraisal, a rough estimation of value, given how much he's widely read. Joseph Quincy James has a particular interest in Egyptology, so definitely the artifact was quite interesting to him, but he does not really know exactly where to place this. Functionally as a small gold sarcophagus, it has obvious value there, but as to the historic value, it could be anywhere between a forgery or something of extreme cultural and historic value. So he has probably recommended the contact in Harlem.
That would make sense to me.
And he's very keen
Yeah, I
to
think
come
we're
along.
traveling with Mr. Ford, who is a dilettante, so probably has a lot of money. And from our standpoint, from the DULAGI family, we're hoping to sell this to him and have our librarian, Mr. James, convince him that it's worth value. And if not, then maybe he might be interested in it. So yeah, we're all kind of gathering together as a prospective buyer and us as a seller, and looking for MEL RIGGS to keep any riffraff off of us while we do this. A little protection.
That's understandable. Mr. Joseph Quincy James, it sounds like you've reached out to a professional contact to verify this object's authenticity and provide some greater insights. I'm going to be providing you a handout here from your contact. He is not a Harlem native himself. He's actually from London. Dr. Crowley. But you've been in correspondence with him, and it was his idea to bring you all to Small's Paradise to look over the object. He's in town for a few days on lecture, but if someone would be so kind as to read the contents of this postcard so the audience can be on the same page. It is in the Pickup Gaming Table 1 voice chat where y'all were rolling up your dice.
Very good. Anybody want to read it?
I guess it would have gone to me, so I'm happy to pick it up.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So it says, it's a postcard. Come to Harlem, visit the hottest of hot spring spots, Small's Paradise. A place of low prices and high entertainment. It has an address there, music and soft lights, no cover charge, no minimum charge. That's nice. Specifically, the comments there say, my good friend, what a fascinating find. Assuming it's legitimate, I have several suspicions on its origins. Unusual for sarcophagi to come in a size so small. I'll be in New York for a few days for lecture, but the Foundation needs me back in Cairo for another dig in the sand. So I can't stay long. I hear Smalls is the place to be, so let's meet there, 9 p.m., and look the thing over. Excited to see it, so make sure to bring the artifact. Barnabas Crowley, Ph.D.
Very good. This is what's brought you an entire state over to the neighborhood of Harlem this evening. It is, we'll say, August 8th, 1925. The day was sweltering, and air conditioning in cars was non-existent, so it's a good thing that Mr. Ford had a speedster with maybe even a convertible top to let the wind keep you all cool. But it's my understanding that the four of you were traveling in a single vehicle to come into the neighborhood.
Yes.
Happy with
Yeah,
that.
all riding with Mr. Ford.
Oh, yes, most definitely. Yes.
Very good. The reservation has been made in Crowley's name, so that's all you need in order to gain entry. You get to Small's Paradise, which is it is located. The address, of course, is on the postcard, but it is on the corner of 7th Avenue, right smack dab in the middle of Harlem. Literally, right in the middle of Harlem is 7th Avenue, and the front entrance, you had to actually park a little way up the street and then walk your way up to the entrance, because at this time in the evening it is packed with cars. There's barely spaces for cabbies to pull up and expel their patrons before they have to drive off again on this narrow street. But you're able to recognize the entrance to Smalls pretty easily, given the light bulbs and the signage flashing over this glass door entrance. It is through the doors. There's a set of concrete steps which contrasts to the lighting out front quite a bit. Goes down to the basement where there's a small landing. There's two individuals, African American. They have short cropped hair, white suits, black undershirts with purple ties, and they stand there looking all muscular and with stoic faces as these bouncers check to make sure that you're on the list. They don't search you for weapons or anything like that, but they do acknowledge that they want to make sure that you're on the list or you don't get in, and that kind of thing. Quick note on speakeasies and nightclubs in Harlem. A lot of them were still very much segregated and things like that. Small's Paradise was an exception to that, which has probably contributed to it being so popular. Everyone's here, and you can hear that as soon as you pass the bouncers. There's noise, there's jazz. In fact, you can look over on the right when you go in through the entrance here in the basement to this speakeasy, because Prohibition's still in effect. You see a reception desk, you see a men's restroom and a women's restroom behind it, and then off on your right, there's an opening to the bar, to the dining, and to everything else, and that's where all the noise is coming from. That's where all the tobacco smoke's coming from. That's where all the music is coming from. That's where all the energy is coming from. And there's also one of those little bifold blackboard signs that you put out on the street that's propped down over there that's announcing tonight's performers. Tonight's band, and you can hear, it sounds like it's an orchestra. The sign indicates it is the Charles Anderson Paradise Orchestra performing tonight, and indicates that there's a special new number that they're going to be playing tonight as well. You wonder what that could be. But yeah, it is. There is energy. There is excitement here as you've entered into this space. Everything is bathed in. You can see that there are light bulbs and lamps hanging from the ceiling that have this stained glass blues and yellows that are kind of. They're not overlaying each other, but there's definitely a pattern which is creating just this interesting mood light, bathing everything in kind of a tealish blue as you enter this space.
As we enter, Lucien kind of fixes his pompadour, having been in the open car, want to make sure he looks good. I assume there's somebody that's kind of setting people, so I go up to that person, palm a $5 bill. I assume that'd be about the right amount back in those days, to say, hey, young lady, can you find us a place here that, you know, want to hear the music, but we can kind of have a little bit of privacy while we're at it as well, and you know, take care of us a little bit.
The waiter that you've approached, he's got a black vest over a white button-up long-sleeve shirt. He's got a black bow tie to match. Looks like he's Italian, given his chin line and stuff like that. He nods enthusiastically and confirms your reservation and says, "Oh, the Crowley party. Yeah, specifically for a quiet table. Best we can do. It's a bit crowded. You're not the only ones asking for a quiet table. Come this way. We're gonna have to have you share with another party. But again, they were asking for a quiet space too, and it's the best we can. It's you'll find out. It's a pretty open situation here. But come this way. And as you round this corner around the bathrooms and the reception desk, the space opens up. There are no walls here in this main area. You see that ringing around the outside of this space are round dining tables with white tablecloth. Each one has a lamp or a lantern or a light fixture set atop of it with, again, that same yellow and blue stained glass lampshade. And there's like 6, 7, 8 people seated around each of these big round tables. Along your right side on that wall, the entire wall is basically one long bar table. And Lucien, you can look over on the right, and maybe Bill can too if he's a connoisseur himself, and you can see that there's a variety of different liquors available. Yeah, there are the moonshine varieties, for sure. Stuff that looks like it might have a little bit of dirt on it, might have been dug up from some pastor's graveyard at some point. But you're seeing other varieties as well. You're seeing international brands in clean bottles that look like they have been shipped in from overseas. Smalls has been sparing no expense to the variety here. The center space is dominated by a big dance floor, and there are several couples of various nationalities and ethnicities dancing to foxtrot, swing, jitterbug, all the dances that are hot at the time. I'm going to make a presumption here that Bill Ford has the highest credit rating. What's your credit rating?
70.
Woo!
Yeah, for sure. Then you you notice this in passing. The first table that this waiter pushes you through, and he is like attempting to be Moses in a red sea of people, and he is achieving partial success. But one of the first tables you pass on your left, you recognize is full of people of high society, one of whom is the mayor himself of New York City. Desperately looking for his name in here. I believe it's Humphreys. John F. Halen. He's entertaining some guests personally in this club, which, I mean, speakeasy, illegal. Clearly, everyone has come to the den of sin to partake of everything that Harlem has to offer. And so that might elicit a small grin of irony on Bill Ford's face. The music that's playing, by the way, is happening adjacent to the dance floor. There's a raised wooden stage that has a couple of entrances that look like they go into a service area in the back. But there's a African American orchestra playing, and the leader, who you presume to be Charles Johnson himself, he's got a little wooden stool with a trumpet on it. He is moving between scat and then picking up a trumpet and playing a solo as this song, which is Dr. Jazz, progresses. It looks like he may be trying to fill the role of 2 people. You also see that there's an empty drum set in the back. But all of this assails you as this poor waiter is leading you to the one mostly empty table in Small's Paradise, which there's just a single occupant. It is he looks like he has a Caucasian complexion. He has black hair that's combed back neatly over his ears. He is got a posture. His right hand is on the tablecloth, and he's wringing his fingers on that tablecloth. The other arm goes over as you approach and almost protectively grabs the chair next to him and pulls it over a little bit. And he has a quick look. There's an exchange between him and the waiter, who apologizes profusely, but it's crowded. They also ask for a quiet table. First and second drinks are on the house for you, Mr. Minusco. And he looks a bit irritated at this, but he allows it, and the four of you are given seats.
Lucien looks over and goes, trying to be more important than he is, right? Because he's wanting to be a big shot. And he goes, "Hey, how you doing, Lucien? Lucien DULAGI. Good to meet your acquaintance and everything. Hot crowd in here. This is a hot crowd. Looks good."
This man who was introduced as Minusco kind of grunts. Lucien, I would like you to test your psychology for me, please, since you're choosing to engage with him in a social manner.
All right. Let me put everything in. Psychology. There, I can spell correctly, and I rolled a 46 out of 50, a success.
Standard success. For those watching who don't know, in Call of Cthulhu, you want to roll a percentile die. That's these 2d10s here, and you're aiming to get equal to or less than a number which is on your sheet. And so, yeah, that is good enough for a success here. He has very obviously rebuffed you, Lucien, and you can tell he seems tense about something. The fingers tapping on the tablecloth, that's not to the beat of the music. He is dancing to the tune of his own drum. He is looking past you and scanning the crowd. He is looking for someone, and he is apprehensive. He is tense, like a coiled snake. You get a familiar air with that. You're familiar with that kind of tension, but you're not sure where you can place it just yet. But it feels vaguely familiar.
So with that, and being a bit tense myself with what Grandma DULAGI kind of warned us about, I'm just going to say, I'm a man of business. I like that. And I think we get right down to business. So a man
who likes his own business, and that's all he says.
I introduce my associates that have come with me and kind of toss it over to them to say whatever they got to say. And I'm going to look to go order some Johnny Walker Red for the table.
Excellent choice. I love it. Go for it, Lucien. And I sit right next to this individual. Hello, how are you doing, good sir? Lovely place.
And that's the only word he's able to get in twice, I presume. As you guys are getting settled, there is a seventh chair that's brought out in anticipation for your missing party member, this Professor Crowley of the reservation's namesake. But yeah, Mr. Minusco is not much for conversation, clearly. He is content to keep to himself.
Riggs is, upon entering the nightclub and all the lights and the sound, he's sort of overwhelmed. He's sort of looking around. He has one hand on the revolver tucked hidden in the back of his pants. And he's just sort of thinking, what is this place? And as he sort of swirls around, he sees the rest of the group heading to the private room, but as his head sort of swirls around, the colours sort of mix. The blues and the whites start mixing with the oranges and the yellows, and all of a sudden he hears this raging memory flood back of fire. He can't, the red and the yellow and sirens, and he just sort of sweats a bit and grabs the closest drink that perhaps a barmaid is drinking and sculls down a whole whiskey, and then sort of makes his way into the room and says to Lucien, "Is it done yet? Are we getting out of this place?"
Hey, relax. I don't want to be here any more than you do, right? But we got to wait for this guy, right? And here's a Johnny Walker Red. Have one. And everybody relax. I give one to our fellow librarian. You look like you could use a drink. And pass one to Bill, who obviously has had a few Johnny Walker Reds in his life.
Riggs just stands in the corner. with the glass.
Is this place really private enough for us to be, sharing a, you know what? It's quite potentially quite valuable, you know.
I
Did they ask
have
that to me
shared.
or them? Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I've shared a map for you guys for your benefit. You came in through 15, and your table is number 2. Notably, not a whole lot of people other than your waiter seem to be paying attention to you. Even your fellow person at the table, Mr. Minusco, seems to be ignoring you.
I kind of look at Dr. James and go, yeah, we ain't gonna stay here long, right? This is just for the introductory. We got to conduct business in a more private manner. So, yeah, I get it. We ain't gonna be here very long. And kind of look at Mr. Mancuso and just really stare at him. It's got that same feeling, and I'm remembering Grandma DULAGI talking about a dark aura, and yeah, really keeping an eye on this guy. There's just something about him I don't like too much, and like Riggs in a different way. I have my gun on me, I'm sure somewhere. I just kind of keep my hand close to it, just in case anything gets a little squirrely here.
As the seconds turn to minutes, Riggs leaves the table and goes sits at the bar with his back to the wall, but looking as best he can with his police eyes scanning the nightclub, getting more uneasy as time passes.
Yeah, you bump into a guy in a blue suit and a hat who kind of gives you a glare as you make your way over to the bar table, but sit down without any incident. Lucien, you are staring 2 holes into Mr. Minusco. And because of that, there's a potential that you could spot something that's hidden if you pass a spot hidden check.
Very good. Let me see if I can do that. If I can find where to roll. 1 second.
How do you get it to roll so it shows hard success, extreme success? Have you got your skills loaded?
I go to the Cthulhu bot.
CC
and that's how I do
roll.
Yeah, it's /CC roll.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put in your skill level and your skill. Type those in back to back, and
with a slash,
it should come up. Yeah, and I just screwed up and I didn't do it right. Yeah, hold on, let me
tutorial.
I'm just gonna roll it one. I figured it out a minute ago, and now I just screwed it up. So let me just do a roll here real quick for the sake
I interrupted
of time.
you.
On a 30, no, I screwed up. So on a 35, I rolled a 47, a fail.
Okay, so you can choose to ride through the fail. If this is worth 12 points of luck to you, you can reduce your luck by 12 points, and we'll pretend that the dice result equals your success value. And or if you really wanted to stir the pot, you could make an attempt to push the roll. But for every push, I do require you to find a way to up the ante and help me to find something that will make the scene interesting and more unfortunate if a second failure happens.
So, just for a bit of excitement, I'm going to push the roll. I know I got a lot of luck.
What are you doing to push the roll here?
So, instead of kind of staying conspicuous in that, and I kind of push a little bit and start asking our friend here at the table doesn't want to talk. Hey, who's that guy over there? Who's that is, and kind of trying to get a better idea of who's in this joint and why they might be here this evening. I don't know, something like that, just to try to ruffle him a little bit too. And
so you're trying to strike a nerve and get him to slip.
A little bit.
Okay. We'll keep it with spot hidden here.
Okay.
This would be,
and I'll get back to my dice roller once I get through all this. I rolled.
That's all good. We're all adults here.
I rolled a 34 out of 35.
Ooh. Playing with fire with that push
Living
roll.
dangerously. Yes.
Yeah, you're bringing it up, and he gets a little bit more snappy. And you can tell there's a desperation there. Like, hey, knock it off. This is my business. It's private business. Leave it be. Leave it be. And you can see when he says it that second time, there are beads of sweat forming on his forehead. They have been this entire time. You're noticing this now. You realize this man is terrified. He is expecting something. It doesn't sound like it's going to be a good meeting. But he is nervous.
Yeah, so I kind of look, having the feeling of the dark aura and all that my grandma said, and said, what kind of trouble you got us in here? What is it with this thing we got? What aren't you telling us, pal?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Your business is yours. And as he's saying that, the service door behind him opens, and a couple of guys stagger through. They're African American. They're wearing beige suits that look kind of like the guys up on the stage. Actually, one of them's holding 2 drumsticks in one hand, and he's got his arm around his buddy, supporting him. And that other guy is holding this silver trumpet by the looks of it, and they've staggered out through this service door, and they're looking blearily out over the crowd, trying to, like, they're living in 2026, but they have a Garmin from 2002, and they're trying to map the best and most efficient path through this crowd to get to the stage where they can do their jobs. And as older Garmins are wont to, it is settled on probably the worst possible route, which involves cutting directly between your table and the wall, which is where Minusko's sitting. And the guy with the trumpets kind of taps him on the shoulder to say, hey, mister, could you please, sorry, sir, you got to stand up. We got to make our way up to the stage. They sound wasted. But tapping Minusko on the shoulder is apparently all that was needed to set the coil off, and he just stands right up and he says, what the hell is wrong with you? Can't you see I'm busy? Gods, what the heck is wrong with you? And he is blowing a gasket in front of you. And Riggs, you clock this.
All right, I'll see if any of the small paradise security have seen that. Does it seem like something very obvious? Or just at our corner?
That's a great question. It doesn't look like any of the staff is really noted at this time. Although we will say that you can see the waiters kind of clocked it, but he's unfortunately also taking care of the mayor's table. So he is trying to thread his way back through the Red Sea that he has just crossed like twice now. But it's going to be a bit before the staff manages to intervene, if they do so.
Riggs just moves his hand from his revolver holster to his baton, in case things get nasty, and makes his way in a position where if things get out of hand, he can ambush these potential fake band members. I don't trust anyone.
Fair
Joseph
enough.
probably backs away as far as he can from this aggressive man and is wondering where the hell is Dr. Barnabas.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't arrived yet. He seems to be running late.
And as
What
we're
about,
doing that, Lucien jumps up too and goes, hey, let's settle down here. You know, they're just trying to get up to the band and that. And I also kind of whisper over to Dr. James. I assume he's a doctor. I'm not sure. He's a librarian, maybe not. Where's your contact at here? You know, I don't like this. We need to get this done with. When was it? Do you know this man? What's going on here?
Is he usually on time, or does he have a...
you know him through correspondence, unfortunately. Okay. Again, he's from London. So, and it seems to be a pretty well-traveled Egyptologist if he's planning on going to Cairo again.
I'm not sure where he is, but I'd really prefer to be having discussions with him in a place that's a lot more quiet than this. I might see if any of the staff have seen him or know about him. Maybe try and move towards the front door and just make sure I'm very obvious and I can wave him down if I see him.
That sounds good, Doc. And I keep calling him Doc, even though he isn't, because I'm Lucien. I'm a young punk, and that's what I would think he is. So I just kind of go, yeah, you do that, Doc. Me and Riggsy over here, we're gonna kind of calm this guy down, and yeah, he's a little bit out of control, and I don't want him drawing any attention to us. And the minute you find him, let me know. We're gonna get the hell out of here. We'll find a place, all right?
Yeah, Joseph doesn't mind the promotion, even though he's just a librarian. He's happy to be called Doc.
So it sounds like, Joseph, you're heading back over to the reception area to get an update. That's totally cool. You can thread your way through the crowd. You get bumped into by a couple people on the edge of the dance floor, but you're able to make it over there in good time. We'll address that in just a minute here. Lucien, it sounds like you're the one who's kind of making a point of like socially confronting MINUSCO here. No roll required for this. Normally it would be like a charm roll, but we'll go ahead and wave through. You've rolled enough for the moment. He calms down a little bit, composes himself, and with a fixed glare to these two, he sits down, and the drummer grabs the horn player by the shoulder and says, "Come on, Leroy. This way. This way's better." And the two of them make their way towards the stage. As the music number finishes, Mr. Johnson, he's already at the mic. He says, "Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased tonight to have a special guest. Mayor Halen is here with us tonight. And in honor of his presence, we are going to be doing a special number for all of you. This is a number that me and the gang have wrote up just for this occasion. I bring you Dead Man Stomp. Hit it, boys." And this swing song starts playing.
Did our keeper freeze?
And it looks back with those two guys who are making their way through the crowd, and a look of relief spreads over his face, like, oh, okay. And the two come up to assist with this musical number. It's a pretty solid jam. But Joseph, you hear this out of the corner of your ear, because naturally it quiets down a little bit. People stop dancing as things move forward. You make it to the reception desk, and you can see that there's a phone there, and you touch bases with the receptionist, and they say, "Oh yeah, Crowley should be here by now. I understand he has a room at the Chelsea. We'll go ahead and give him a ring and see if he's left yet. Otherwise, hopefully he'll be here within a few minutes."
Yes, if you could, that'd be much appreciated. I can wait. Are they calling them now, or?
Yeah. They're moving over to a phone box that's over near the men's restroom, we'll say.
Yeah, I think Joseph is probably a little bit anxious, so he's just gonna like stay near the stuff so he can get that confirmation.
Yeah, totally reasonable. The rest of you who are kind of settling back, situation, crisis mostly averted, and stuff like that. Who currently has the sarcophagus?
I assume Lucien?
Yeah, that would probably make sense. Yeah, since I got it from So I have the sarcophagus.
Okay, I'm gonna have a two preactive. That's not the word for it. Two retractive rolls, I guess. I would like. I understand that Joseph has another language hieroglyphics skill.
Yep.
And that Bill Ford may even have points in archaeology.
I do.
Could the two of you please roll against those skills and see what you two have been able to piece together about this artifact before tonight?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Joseph would definitely have been fondling that sarcophagus as much as he could during the ride over. That is unfortunately a fail for him.
I see a regular success from our good friend Bill Ford. Your guess, then, having some trouble deciphering the hieroglyphs, it's not easy because There are some symbols that indicate life and death and like these general terms, which could mean 3 other things each. They're lacking context. A name would be helpful, something like that would be helpful, but it seems to be reliant on this other text inside the lid that is not hieroglyphics. And that's kind of where your understanding has kind of halted and why you reached out to Professor Crowley. For Bill, you've been to Egypt a couple of times. The stylistic, the art style of the top of the sarcophagus here is, it's very much in line with 3rd Dynasty ancient Egypt. And there was a lot of drama between the 3rd Dynasty and the 4th Dynasty. But again, you run into the same roadblock that Joseph Quincy James ran into with the hieroglyphs, in that without a name, and you're not seeing any like explicit iconography that's saying, yes, this was Ramses the whatever. It's difficult to make any progress in like where in the historical record this fits in. So I share that with you just for no reason in particular. But you're kind of reflecting on this if you're sitting at the table waiting for the phone, but especially for the 2 of you who are at near the table. You're kind of just reflecting on this, and you're interrupted by the swing song coming together. This drunken drummer who has made his way up there, he has slammed his sticks against one of the cymbals so loud it is a crashing sound, and it seems so much louder than you would have expected it to be. In fact, it almost seems to shake the air around you as you're having this reflection. And Lucien, you remind me the drinks that you got for everyone. It was a red something.
Johnny Walker Red for everyone.
Johnny Walker Reds.
Yeah.
You feel this this warm liquid. It must have splashed from MINUSCO or something like that, jumping at the cymbal crash. But it's kind of splashed across your face. No, because these were chilled drinks. And this is warm, and it's sticky, and Bill, there's even more of this on your face too. As MINUSCO, the 3rd person at the table at the moment, slumps forward, the back half of his head is now missing, and
Holy sh!
It's probably for the best that Joseph Quincy James is not at the table, because his red now has an eyeball floating in it.
Holy cow! I assume that's a sanity.
Not yet, and not for you. I mean, the violent, gruesome death of a human being. Yeah. You're hardened, as is Riggs. Riggs, you heard this symbol too from the bar, and it came from behind you, and you're looking over. You just glance over, and you see MINUSCO's head just boom on the table, and you probably have the hardest angle of this. But Lucien, you see that standing behind Riggs and blending back into the crowd is this small figure in a blue suit. He's got a yellow fedora, mousy features. He is tucking a smoking revolver that has a very long barrel back into his coat. And he locks eyes with you, Lucien, and you see him whisper to himself, "Oh," and he slips into the crowd, making a beeline for the exit.
Do I see him as well?
And as I... Okay.
Riggs, this is directly behind your back. So looking over to see MINUSCO and figure out where that symbol's coming from, this unfortunately evades you. But I would like to know what Lucien and Bill are up to.
So as I see this, and I'm assuming that maybe he just killed our contact, I'm not sure. But Riggs can't hear me, right, because of the music?
The music's still going. It seems like that symbol just had the most unfortunate timing with the gunshot. No one else knows what's going on for the
I kind of
moment.
look at Bill and say, Bill, stay here. And as I go to run toward this small mousy man that's trying to get out of here, I grab Riggs, or I kind of tap him on the shoulder and go, we got a gun. Somebody shot our contact. Come with me. And I'd like to go chase this guy.
Yep, I immediately, being suspicious of that blue-suited guy who bumped into me, yep, I joined Lucien in the chase.
All right. In order to get closer to him, the crowd is thick. Normally, in order to pass a roll, you need to roll beneath or equal to or beneath your skill. This is going to require a size roll, but you need to fail because he is a small man and he is slipping between gaps. So roll for size and try to fail.
Just for clarity, that guy wasn't our contact, though, was it?
That is correct.
Yeah, okay.
He was just, he had his own business. He was another guy. Your contact hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, I mean, yeah, the contact hasn't arrived. The guy that was sitting there, sorry. Okay. My size is way too big. Extreme success for me.
You're both having some difficulties getting through the crowd, but you both see him. You can see him. He's made it out to the other side of the crowd, and he is about to make his way towards the entrance, and he's got a lead on you.
Do I know for sure? I saw the contact's wound. Do I know? Am I able to put one and one together and know that the person we're chasing has killed him?
You're relatively certain. If Lucien says there's a gun and there's a guy fleeing the scene,
can I push? Can I push or do something that I'll grab my pistol out and just fire it in the air? Get down to try to spread the crowd so I can get through.
Oh well, this is your progress takes place over the matter of a few seconds, in which case something very important happens. Bill, I understand you were left with poor Manusco here at the table.
Yeah, apparently so. But you know what? I don't want to miss the chase. So I pull my chair out and I stand on it to see how these guys are doing catching the murderer.
As you're in the process of getting up on your chair, Manusco's again, he's just down on the table like this. And as you're getting ready to stand on the chair, you see
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, I'm here all by myself.
It was just a flesh wound.
And he comes up, and the eyeball is missing, and he looks over, and Riggs, you may have called out, something happens. This man in the blue suit just kind of he pauses and turns to look over, but roaring out over the crowd, you hear, Joey! And that causes the guy in the blue suit to stop and look around. And you see his eyes widen as he stares back across the room behind the two of you. And someone screams. It is the two of you's choice if you decide to look around to see who's calling out this name.
I'm still going for the tackle.
And Riggs has fired the shot, right? Already
he was about to, and then he heard this raspy yell come from behind him.
If I can,
so
if
whether
that
or not
helps
you
me
still
get
fire the
to,
shot.
if this helps me get to the assailant without needing to fire the shot, I'll just charge the assailant to try to tackle him if he stops.
You still got a bit of a crowd between the two of you because of the size check.
Oh, I will let the shot out. Get down. Fire the round.
Okay, and the gunshot goes off, and all hell breaks loose. In the meantime, I need a confirmation. Did Lucien look over his shoulder, or is he still looking up forward
probably,
at Joey?
if I heard the scream behind me and he's getting ready to fire the gun, then yeah, I'm gonna look. I'm already got eyes everywhere. Yeah, I would.
You see the gory details of Manusco's face. Then this man should be dead. You and Bill Ford, then please give me sanity rolls. This is not something that Harden will protect you from.
That's something you see every day. All right, hold on one second. 43. Yeah, I rolled a 34 out of 43 on my sanity. I passed.
Very good. And that looks like a hard success for Bill as well.
Nice.
Good, good, good. Both take 1 point of sanity loss,
All right.
just for the road. And Minusko looks like he's taking his drink to go because he is staggering across the table, making his way in your direction, Lucien. The gunshot goes off, and all hell breaks loose. People are immediately running for the door. You're not sure where the security came from, but there are two guys who have seized the mayor and have lifted him bodily up, like, get down, Mr. President, and are moving him towards the exit. Joseph, Quincy, James, you see this man in blue just kind of pause. There's a gunshot, and then screams erupt as this guy turns to make his way towards the entrance. And Riggs slips out just of the crowd a moment ahead of them. Riggs, you're being propelled by the crowd as well. Those of you who are in the middle of things, so not Joseph Quincy James or Bill Ford for the moment, I'm going to need some dexterity checks from you just to make sure you're able to stay on your feet and that you don't get trampled by the crowd as they are trying to get out of whatever is going on.
I spelled dexterity wrong, but yes, 14 out of 60, hard success.
Very good. And I see a hard success for Riggs as well.
I jump on the table and jump over them.
Yeah. Tuck and roll.
I'm a young guy. I'm able to kind of avoid the crowd as they come, and I go, Mamma mia, Grandma DULAGI, she was so right. This is not right. And as I'm doing that, though, and as he's doing that, this Mancuso's coming toward me.
Yes, he is.
Okay. I at some point, I want to line up a shot and kind of finish him off.
Okay.
Finish
he grabs like a lady in a flapper gown who like gets a close look and like screams and tries to shove him away, and he just kind of like casts her aside. He's got a plan on his mind, and that gives you a clear shot. You can give me a firearms roll if you'd like.
Okay. I'm gonna do the handgun.
Yep.
So hold on one second.
How close is it to Lucien?
We'll say that with all the other crowd, we'll make it a straight roll rather than giving you a bonus die for point blank.
Rolled a 42 out of 60, 68 success.
Okay. Don't worry about rolling damage. You sink the bullet in, and he staggers, and then he keeps going.
You know you're in trouble when you don't have to roll for damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a good sign.
The guy's got
again,
half
as
a
I
head and
see
no
this,
eyes.
as I see this, I
Yeah.
kind of go, Fugazi, we got to get out of here. And I yell at the librarian. I go, Doc, come with me. We got to get out of here.
I don't think the
Bill as
librarian
well.
can hear you right now.
Okay, I try to motion him and Bill on, but I've decided I'm not gonna try to fight a zombie anymore.
Minusko comes up to you, grabs you, and throws you to the side, and you are flung amongst the crowd. He wasn't going for you. He's got someone else that he's going after, and he's trying to make his way through the crowd. This knocks you over, Lucien. You are down beneath in the crowd, hands, feet, stilettos, and you're trying to evade all of this. And you feel you will take 1 point of damage as you are knocked around a little bit, because you were again thrown so bodily. You were thrown against the table that Riggs jumped over, and the table came crashing down, of course.
Yeah,
but it's only 1 point because you are lifted bodily up by a pair of strong arms, and you see a frazzled-looking musician, Charles Anderson, who has pulled you to your feet, and he sees the blood on your face. He's like, "My God, you're here, this way, service exit," and he's like helping you fight the crowds to get you out. And he's kind of divorced you from the rest of the group. Which, I mean, let's be honest, you're all separated at this stage.
All
right. Riggs, though, I want to center in on you because you are in the chase with this man, Mr. Joey. He has sprung up the stairs past the bouncers. The bouncers turn, not knowing what's going on for now, and they like try to stop you and hold you back. Like, what? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
I'll just grab one of my many badges, say police, police, and just push past them and say stop.
Yeah,
murderer.
That's enough. They step back, hands out. They don't want any business with the police. They don't want any trouble with that. Joey's at the top of the stairs. You're at the bottom. You explode out through the doors, and you see this guy, Mr. Joey, throwing himself bodily, diving through the open window of a gray Packard that's parked on the side of the street. The engine's running. It peels off. I'll give you one action to interact with this scene.
I just crook my neck from the broken window. Hold shot for the tire.
Okay, great. Give me a firearms roll.
Oops, there we go. Firearms. Oh, not bad. Hopefully this time it lets me put the name in. Firearms. Oh, name doesn't go in, but there you go. Do I need a hard success? I'm happy to use luck if I need a hard success. Hit the tire.
Yeah, go ahead and drop a point of luck on that.
Yep.
You're aiming for a smaller object.
Done.
Yeah, you hit the tire and it sideswipes a car on its way out, and that's going to take a while to fix. You see some cracked glass and some torn paint. It's able to still move forward, though, just fine. And you see a figure poke out of another window, and you see the familiar form that he's holding of a Thompson.
Oh, he's escalated. He's seen my revolver.
And you hear a rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat.
Ooh.
Give me a dodge roll, my friend.
Oh, damn. It's me dodge. Oh, jeez, I'm not that good at dodge. Trouble. Oh, there's how you enter the name. Now I'm getting the hang of it. Oh, right on the dot.
That's great, because I rolled a 6 on the 1d6 of damage you would have taken. It's firing blind, so it's not the full 1d10 plus 2. But, yeah, you dive behind a car, and you hear the hissing as a couple of their tires have been blown out. You are unscathed as you get a great view of all these people starting to rush out and flood 7th Avenue, trying to get away from whatever is in here. And all the while you hear muffled, Joey!
From inside.
There is, by the way, just for your reference, you can see a telephone pole a little way away that has a police box on it. You give your badge number, it functions like a phone, they connect you directly with a relevant precinct. It's probably faster than using a payphone to call the police.
I don't know if I want to involve the police. I prefer to my unofficial police duties. I might see, did I get a look at the number plate?
Yeah, we'll say that if you saw it again, you'll recognize it. And a big part of that's because of the damage you caused. They might replace the tire, but that body job's going to need a little bit more than what they'll have time for to fix.
I'll call out for Ford as I look towards his Porsche. Or whatever fancy vehicle he took us here to. In case he's keen on the chase. If I can see him.
Cool. Bill Ford's at the back of the crowd here. Bill, I'll let this be your decision, whether you want to follow the crowd out, or you can kind of see the Charles Anderson Paradise Orchestra with Lucien, bruised Lucien in tow, taking him towards the back, the servants' exit. Your choice which direction you want to go with this.
You know, I think I'll follow Lucien. We don't want to separate the party too much here. So, yeah, I'll follow the band, escorting Lucien out of the place.
Very good. As you're going, you're hearing like commotion of people like asking what's going on, and the word raid, police raid, it comes up several times. Police raid, police raid. We got to get out of here. The mayor does not want to be here. We don't want to be here. This is a bad time to be in Small's Paradise. James, Joseph Quincy James of Librarian fame. You were kind of off on the side when this was all happening. You can choose to just kind of stay down here as the flow of panic happens in front of you, or
So I'm imagining what would have happened if he would have been next to the reception. I don't think he had a clear view of any of what's going on inside, and suddenly a stampede of people is just rushing by. He's in his 60s. He's not getting into that flow. He's just like up against the wall, just like, what's going on here? And then when things sort of like get a little bit less of a crowd of people stampeding through that door, he can't help but look in. And see what he can see.
yeah. And you eventually see him, MINUSCO. His white suit is now red. And he is staggering his way through in the middle of the crowd, yelling, "Joey!" And you see the eyeballs missing, and as he passes you, you see that there's a big hole in the back of his head, where the back of his head used to be. And you can see through the doors, the bouncers, as soon as they get one look at this guy, they're with the crowd. They're up the stairs. They're not paid enough to deal with that. And MINUSCO falls on the steps and disappears under the crowd's feet.
Okay.
And you still hear the muffling. You can give me a sanity roll.
I'm happy to roll that. That is a 69 on my not 69. That's a fail.
Okay. This is going to be 1d3. I'll roll 2 points of sanity loss.
2 points of sanity roll. Down to 48.
Riggs, this is happening very quickly. But you start to hear the mumbling too, as crawling up the steps and out of Small's paradise, mangled like ground beef, you see the torn, bloody white suit stained red of Pete MINUSCO. And he stands up and staggers past you, calling, "Joy!" You can
don't
give
want
me
to
a
say
sanity
it.
roll as well. No, well, you're here because you're definitely going to see what happens next.
All right, what's my sanity? He says looking for it. 3. All right. Oh, that's no good.
Ooh. All
Gosh.
right. Not a fumble, though. 2 points of sand loss.
2. Okay.
You can hear the klaxons up the street. It sounds like some paddy wagons are coming.
I'm looking for Ford to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, you're not seeing him. People are throwing themselves bodily into cars, hopefully, which are their own, and trying to drive out. And this guy, MINUSCO, he staggers out into the road, looking in a direction, 50-50 chance whether he's actually looking in the direction that this guy went. And as he does so, one of these cars, a Porsche, pulls out and slams into him. The driver's clearly panicked, and panics even more as it swerves in the street and collides with a telephone pole. Whatever is left of Mr. MINUSCO is now between the engine and the telephone pole as the occupants of this vehicle clamber out and get any direction that isn't here.
I'll go loot the body.
Sure, yeah, there's plenty of time. The crowd is running away.
I'll keep my pistol drawn, though. In case.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a spot hidden roll to
Spot
see
hidden.
what
Opportunist.
what you
Oh,
can
got
find.
a good spot hidden. I like that.
I
Like that a lot.
Joseph had probably seen the strangely animated body of, and even though he's back up against the wall, he's sort of looking at in sort of fascination and thinking about the Twilight Order and his interest in the weird, and he probably can't help but follow at a safe distance.
So you kind of wander up, avoiding the worst of the crowd, naturally, but you did kind of watch with this morbid interest as Manusco, like, crumpled and stepped on, made his way up the steps, and there's blood that's just trailing up uh, those concrete stairs, and you've just followed this whole scene as it's unfolded. Mel, you find his wallet. There's two things in his wallet. First, there is a driver's license identifying him as Pete Manusco. You see an address for an apartment. Or a business location. It looks like he's a private accountant. So he doesn't work for a firm. He works for entities on his own books.
Take the wallet.
You also find this crumpled up in one of his pockets and stained with blood.
Ooh. Handout. Love me a handout.
And the spelling is terrible.
All right, yeah, I'll take all that.
Yeah.
And look for any of my colleagues. See if any of them have spilled onto the street.
Yeah, you see Joseph Quincy, James emerging and just kind of looking at the corpse and just kind of wandering his way over.
Take it. He seems very calm, cool, collected. I like him. I'll say, yo, Doc, did you see all that? As I put away my pistol.
You must tell me what happened. What?
First, we got to get out of here. Where's the others?
Why did he come? How was he moving? What happened? What?
I would just say, too many questions, Doc. I don't know. We just got to get out of here. This ain't normal.
He's looking transfixed at the body and just seeing if it's still moving.
Oh, I'll move away from Doc. He's weirding me out. I'll look for the others.
I'll take note of where Mel's gone, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll shift the camera then. Lucien and Bill, you've both been pulled into the back hallways of Smalls by the Charlie Johnson Orchestra. Specifically, Charles himself is kind of leading the way. There's a couple of other staff members who are making this way out as well, and stuff like that. And you are led to a back entrance, which spits out into an alleyway. And you can see the horn guy, with the silver trumpet, is holding the door open, kind of drunkenly, like letting people out and stuff like that, and gesturing. And Charles kind of grabs him by the shoulders and says, "Leroy, we got to get out of here. We got a gig tomorrow, and I don't want to spend a night in the police cell, if you know what I mean. Are you drunk again?" And this guy Leroy's was like, what the heck? What happened, Charles? Come on, let's go. We got the thing with the funeral tomorrow, remember? And he kind of like reaches for something in his suit, but gets kind of jostled, and he drops whatever it was, and the two of them hustle down one way of an alleyway, and leave the two of you.
I just go over and reach down and pick up what it was that he dropped.
Yeah, it seems to be a business card for a funeral home. And on the backside, there's some handwriting.
Morgan and Dupois.
And I pocket that. We go over to Luciano here and say, "Are you okay, man? You're not hurt, injured, or anything like that?"
Nah, man. Did you see that? I shot him through the head. I shot him through the freaking head. How's the guy move? Shot through the freaking head.
We're dealing with the dark arts here, my friend. Something peculiar is happening in Harlem tonight, and we are witnesses to it. Does it have any connection with what we're doing? I do not know.
And through that, I kind of shake and I go, Grandma's right. She's always right. This reminds me of that time of the O'Banions. The thing I saw, there's weird shit. The weird shit in this world, man. We need to. Did you see where Riggsy went? Did you see where the doc went? We got to catch up to him.
Well, I saw Riggs chasing after the Mr. Joey individual, I think his name was. That seemed to be what Mr. Mancuso was going after. So, yeah. And, John Quincy left a little earlier to get to the reception, so I am imagining they're probably together. Yeah, maybe we could just go around the block here, and we can probably meet them up front here.
All right, follow me. Stay behind me.
Sure.
I'll take a look around the building, make sure that the coast is clear. Let's see if we can find them, and let's get the hell out of here and regroup on what we want to do.
Sounds good.
We'll cut to about 10 minutes later. The four of you have managed to find each other in the crowd. And thankfully, the crowded parking means that you have that much less to deal with driving out in Bill Ford's Speedster. It is late at night. There are hotels available. Who knows? Maybe the Chelsea, where the good professor is apparently staying, may have some vacancies. What do the four of you do?
I want to share
Where we
the
going,
wallet.
chaps?
Share the wallet information that I found. Who is this Mr. M? Was that Joey, do you think? Show them the crumpled letter.
That we were seated with the Mr. Mancuso, so it
Ah,
could have been him.
Yep, good call.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah,
like it's
more than
signed by a
likely
B.
him and
But who was Joey? Like, who's Joey?
I think that's the guy who shot Mr. Mancuso.
Yeah, get out his wallet again.
Look.
And who is Joey? What did his wallet say?
You don't have Joey's wallet. You do have Minusco's wallet.
Yeah, Minusco's wallet. Yeah, sorry about that.
Heat Minusco. You have an address for an apartment that appears to be his place of business. And you have the note addressed to a Mr. M, presumably Minusco, from a J.
which would be this Joey character, I would think. But look, all this aside, maybe we just got caught up in a hit that went wrong, something else. I mean, we can follow up on this, but where's our contact staying, Doc? That's who we need to get to. That's who we need to show this damn thing to. Understand what it is. See if you want to buy it, Mr. Ford. I say we go to the hotel, we talk to this character, and we get the hell out of town.
Yeah, he should be at the Chelsea hotel. The staff were going to call him, but they never. Well, you saw what happened. I didn't, but there was a stampede of people, and I don't know if he's there. But probably, I would be very keen to reach out to him, and it might be even a better place to have a private conversation about a what should be a very private statue.
So out of character. That seems to me the most logical thing. I know we got some obvious things here that we can go follow up on, but let's see what our contact. I think it's up to all you guys, but I think that would be the logical thing.
Well, it also looks like they might have organised a meeting at 11 a.m. It doesn't say which day, whether it's happened or it's going to happen.
Right.
Well, that's the card from the band. They're going to a funeral tomorrow.
Oh, it's for tomorrow.
So yeah.
Yes. Yep.
So we got time to pursue that one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Robert.
Gotta hit Broadway and beat down that big motorway towards the Chelsea.
Yeah. So look at the driver and go, get us to the Chelsea and step on it.
Driver in this case is probably Bill. But yeah, you're able to navigate to the Chelsea. It's on the edge of Harlem, closer to the Harlem River, and therefore the Bronx. It is a hotel that kind of has like those open walkways where the doors are located at the edge, and then there's kind of a railing looking over a parking lot. But you're able to find the office of for check-ins and stuff, and you ask and confirm, and they check. They do a quick phone check-in, and they confirm that Professor Crowley does have a room up here. He seems to be out at the moment. They're not sure when he'll be back, but they have a few open rooms available if you guys need a place for the night. They can make sure that there's a message waiting for Crowley for whenever he gets in, and he can meet with you in the morning.
So tell me something, Dov. What room is he in, and what's the closest room you've got to him?
He's up on the third floor. There's a couple of rooms available. One, of course, she has to mention they're not renting out because there was a murder a few months ago, back in January, and the NYPD has asked that it remain closed off in case pending a continued investigation. But there should be two or three other. She asks if you need 2 beds. She'll give you 2 rooms that have 4 beds in total for a good price nearby. Crowley's office apartment or room that can be arranged.
Excellent.
Yeah, Mr. Ford here will take care of the arrangements. So kind of look at him and do a little nod and go from there.
Step aside. Let me just come in here and just get this all arranged here.
It's like $1.50 a night per room. So.
$1.50. Too expensive. $1.25. I won't go any higher.
Pretty cheap for 1925. But yeah, it's arranged, and you guys are able to spend a night just kind of reflecting and resting. Morning comes, and you are contacted by the office to say, "Hey, Crowell's pulled in early this morning. He got your message. He is in the breakfast room, wanting to meet with you. Since a night has gone by, if you've taken a point of damage, you may heal up to 1 point of damage."
Healthy as a horse now.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Was there a mention about Minusko's place of business as well? I think you said he had a card.
He's a private accountant. So he has his own business. He doesn't work for a firm, but he manages books. And you do have access to his address. And also a phone book. So if you figure out other people's names, you can figure out where they live.
And you say that our contact's down having breakfast, they said, right?
Yep. And he is ready to meet with you.
Okay. So I look at the rest of the group, do a big stretch, and go, I don't know about you all, but I could use some eggs Benedict and some coffee. Let's get over here. Let's get this done with, eh?
Great. Let's do it. Let's go. Everyone, go.
So yeah, over a standard continental, the 4 of you find yourself in the company of a 5th. An Englishman who is about as English could possibly be. He's got the wharf stash of graying white hair. He's got the guffaw. He's got the monocle. He's wearing a very nice suit. And he welcomes all of you, saying, "Oh, wonderful, wonderful. You look you must be Mr. James, yes."
Dr. Crowley, it's so good to meet in person. It's been so long since we've been corresponding. This is fantastic to meet you. Something absolutely sorry, I'm getting distracted. There's my friend here, Lucien, has a very interesting piece that he was hoping to get appraised, but there was an absolutely, and he can't help himself.
Yes, come, have a seat. Pull up a chair, bring out the thing.
Fascinating event. I think somebody turned into a zombie last night. At
what?
Small Where were you? You completely missed it all.
Full apologies. I had another affair I was attending previous to the event, and I'm afraid it went over long. Some old friends wanting to talk about Native American ethically acquired antiquities, things of that sort. They thought it had to be do with the reformed Egyptian. They were very much mistaken. But I digress. We were here. We're here. You have an astounding artifact to take a look at. And as for the excitement, it's probably for the best that we didn't go to Small's Paradise after all. It's all over the papers. And you see the front headlines is Small's Paradise, Den of Iniquity closed. Ed Small arrested on charges of illegal manufacturing and distribution of liquor. The mayor is condemning the location as a den of iniquity. How dare anyone go there? It's the whole 9 yards of the yellow news. There's a mention of a murder. No mention of The Walking Dead.
I'm here to tell you, I shot the guy through the freaking head after he'd already been shot to the head. It just kept walking.
Good God.
He knocked over Riggsy here. He did all sorts. I mean, what the hell, Doc? I
wasn't
sure
there.
wish you would have showed up so we could get out of here. Yeah.
Crazy things you see in a riot. You must have been on a little bit too much of the cocaine. It's good for certain things, but anyways, where's that artifact, Mr. DULAGI? You said you were in possession of it.
Yeah. The sooner we can get over this and get the hell out of here, the better. So I kind of reach into my pocket. I assume I have it in my pocket. How big is this? It's probably
about the size of the diameter of a softball. Is head to toe the sarcophagus.
So yeah, I kind of inside maybe an overcoat jacket. I pull it out and I kind of look to my left, look to my right, make sure nobody's looking, and I kind of roll it out and show it to our guy.
Oblivious to the impacts of not being as discreet as you, holds this up and is turning it around with this fascination of like, oh my. End of the Third Dynasty, turn of the Fourth. There's no mention of Saynid's name, so that must not be 4th century. Oh, we see some hieroglyphs here that represent life and death.
Yes,
which
I
could
got
mean a
stuck
lot of
there
things.
too. I got stuck there too, and then the words here.
I think it's being used here similar to how Alpha and Omega are referenced in the Book of Revelations. Not so much as the literal letters Alpha and Omega, but the context of that was that the god was encompasses power from beginning to end. In this case, literally from life and death and everything in between. It must be connected to whoever this was made to, but there's clearly not an actual sarcophagus. Here it is. Take a look here, Joseph. You see, these symbols point to a name. Nephren, and he opens it up and looks on the inside. Oh, my. This is no script known to man. I think, and he closes the lid and pushes it away from him into the middle of the table. We are dealing with an artifact here, gentlemen, that may have been repressed during the 4th dynasty of ancient Egypt. How familiar are you with the pharaoh Nephren-Ka?
Sorry, I skipped that.
Not at all.
School.
Understand.
Yeah, but I assume
the Foundation is just learning about him as we speak. It's actually possibly related to one of the digs that might be going on, but we keep that under the table, see? But Nephren-Ka, he was a bit of an interesting figure. An ancient pharaoh of Egypt whose name was scrubbed from the records. What we've been able to find so far is he may have been a sorcerer from the city of Pillars, Irem. No one knows where it is. But a sorcerer of dark magic who obtained through perhaps tyrannous means the name of Pharaoh, resurrected rites and called forth dark forces and dark gods, and bearing terrible gifts which he sent all over North Africa. It's possible that this relic is an ancient surviving remnant of one of these gifts. Of course, fabrications, of course, legerdemain of like whether or not he actually was a sorcerer. Of course, that is yet to be refuted by the experts of the time. But what we do know is that this, and we can see here, may be referring to a sealing spell, according to the Egyptians. Perhaps this contained not a body of man, but maybe a powerful spirit capable of harnessing the powers between life and death, such as maybe a jinn. Very fascinating story, of course, but I'm sure if you tell it to the right individual, you could probably get thousands of dollars, perhaps. I mean, the gold speaks for itself, but find the right collector who is
Now you're talking my language,
enamored with
Doc.
Egyptology.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's what we want to know, right? Mama DULAGI. Oh, my mama, I think you're right about what this is, obviously. So we want to like get rid of this. You seem pretty excited about it. What kind of money we talking and who might be interested in buying it, including you, Mr. Ford?
Oh, well, I unfortunately don't have the means. I'm able to go on digs thanks to the Penhew Foundation in London. But they perhaps may be interested in acquiring such a relic. Where exactly did this thing come from?
Not 100% sure. So we had a business deal. Some things went one way, should have went the other way. Let's just say it came into our possession as a little bit of collateral. So I'm not quite sure where it came from, but
Dubious origin, but potentially ethically acquired.
now you're
I
talking my
understand.
language, Doc. Yeah.
Well, you could reach out to any number of institutions as long as they have a fascination in Egypt, which the craze is here among us. But yes, I believe it is mundane. For of course, magic doesn't exist, in spite of what the riots and what you may have seen last night may have told you. I'm sure that kind of thing doesn't exist. Otherwise, this could be considered maybe a little bit on the dangerous side. But I could reach out to the foundation on your behalf, Mr. DULAGI, and see if they can forward a quote to you, and he'll exchange addresses or contact information for that, and the rest of the meeting kind of goes kind of mundane from there.
You said something about a spell on the sarcophagus. Is that a written spell, or do you think it was already here, or is?
Well, you can see here next to the two shoulders there are glyphs that indicate a steel, because they're invoking Isis, one of the Egyptian gods.
I see.
That indicates to me that there's perhaps some form of a sealing involved. Of course, the lid's quite loose with the base, but
So
at one point, perhaps not so.
So is it this particular diagram, this particular etching that is, or are these actual words and spoken, or some sort of power contained therein?
Well, the answer is yes. Is a little bit of both, being hieroglyphics as part of its nature. Whether or not it has any real lasting magical power, of course, remains to be refuted by the academia. Likely it is, at this stage, ready for a lining of velvet and to be a wonderful jewelry box for some debutante.
Of course, Lucien at this point is just like, this is all over his head and thinking that this is two Egyptian nerds wanting time to talk. So I kind of said, hey, look, me and Riggsy, we got to get out of here. We got other things to do. I don't know, Mr. Ford, if you're interested in this, it'd save us a lot of the middleman. If not, yeah, if you could give me those contacts and let us know. I'd kind of like to get the hell out of town. We may or may not have been involved in a little bit of gunfighting. Probably best for us to get the hell out of here and move ourselves along.
Well, quite right. Far from me, be it from me to ask any questions. And he writes down that contact information for you, and it's provided. And just breakfast kind of closes out naturally after that. Leaves the four of you now with this information here.
During the meeting, I think Joseph been scribbling out into his notepad everything that he can see and just making sure he has a copy of all the writings and the pictograms and stuff inside the sarcophagus as best as he can.
Very good. As you're doing this, James, you're writing these symbols down on the table for all to see. Lucien, you and Bill were with the Charles Anderson band, and you therefore got a look at that silver trumpet. You didn't really clock it at the time, but you did see some symbols on the trumpet just around the edge of the horn. One of them kind of looks like an S, and them, I'm referring to what Joseph is writing down. It looks like an S that's been inverted in a mirror. And there is a circle within the lower curve. And branching out from the curve are 3 tendrils. And I'll go ahead and share just what Joseph is copying. Okay. You see this symbol, and it is a flash in your mind, not like anything that you've experienced outside of the trauma of that night, the gunfight against O'Banion's gang. This isn't related, but other than just the memory sequence being similar, you see this symbol was carved on that trumpet.
So as it flashes in my mind, and I kind of remember seeing it on the trumpet vaguely as I was kind of getting my wits about me, Lucien kind of steps back from the table a little bit, grabs his eyes, and kind of goes, where did Bill forward? And he may have stepped away for a minute, but we got to get rid of this thing. I don't want to be around it anymore. This ain't good, guys. See that symbol there? I've seen that before. I was doing a rum run, something like that, with the O'Banion gang. Things didn't go well, and something attacked that night, a dog or something. I don't know what, but this ain't good. This ain't good. Doc, you have any idea what this symbol means? Or you a British contact friend?
Not the foggiest.
It's not Egyptian, is it?
Yeah.
It's not.
I'm gonna go to work on these contacts pretty quick, and I know Mr. Ford stepped away, but when he comes back, just want to wrap this up. And I just kind of push the sarcophagus away. There's something about it that's just really starting to bother me now. And I go, if you guys could excuse me a minute, and I kind of walk toward the restroom, beads of sweat kind of gathering on my forehead, but I don't want anybody to see that I'm a bit rattled by this, and kind of go in and splash water on my face.
Joseph takes the opportunity to look even closer at it and enjoy his time with the mini sarcophagus.
Oh, very good. And Krells is happy to go down any number of monologues talking about the historical step-by-step of what he knows about Neferin-Ka, the end of the Third Dynasty, the beginning of the Fourth, all that, which Keeper Ty is not going to get into because of time.
Very good. Very good. Do we have time for maybe just a quick break, Keeper Ty?
Yeah, let's go ahead and take 10 minutes. If we have learned anything about Call of Cthulhu, it's that the human body is a frail organism that requires maintenance. Otherwise,
especially
it falls apart.
Yes.
And there are certain terrible forces that would be appalled if your body fell apart before your mind did. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take a 10-minute break. Those of you who are tuning in, feel free to use this as an opportunity to use the facilities, get yourself a drink or a snack, what have you. We will be back in 10 minutes, so 2 minutes before half past. And
Excellent.
we'll see you then.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Enjoying the game, everyone.
I'll see you
Thank
back.
See ya.
Yep.
Welcome back, everyone. We will resume our investigation by cutting to a bathroom adjacent to the continental breakfast available at your local neighborhood Chelsea. The murder, which happened upstairs, we will not get into because it is far outside the scope of this scenario. If you know, you know. But like I said, we're going to hone in on the bathroom where Lucien DULAGI is washing his face, trying to clear his mind. And yeah, you feel clarity, Lucien. It's a moment of silence. You're on your own, you're alone. You're able to breathe and just breathe. And then you hear the voice. Oh, DULAGI said she'd be sending one of her kin, didn't she?
What? What? Who's here? Who's here? I kind of look around the restroom, try to see who's talking to me.
Yeah, the bathroom is empty. There's like a couple urinals and a couple toilet stalls and about 3 porcelain sinks with mirrors, one of which you're standing in front of. Oh, here in the mirror, child.
So I hear this again. I kind of, in a bit of a panic, kind of look around, look under the stalls, look around the restroom, going, "Hey, this bathroom's occupied. Leave me alone."
Hey, you better
What do
put
you
your
mean
trowel
all
up,
this
boy.
What? And at this, right, he's just really going, "Oh man,
You
I know it
see
runs in the
that
family, but I'm too young to crack at this point."
in one of the mirrors there is this wrinkled old African American woman. She's got a headdress with a couple of beads on for style, and she's just kind of looking out at you with a warm smile.
So I look at her, I look back, I look at her, and I see nobody behind me, and I just kind of, yeah, I probably need to roll
Yeah.
for sanity, I'm
Go
imagining.
ahead and make a sand roll.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Do that. I think I'm cracking up. 14 out of 42.
No
hard
sand loss
success.
for you. She
Okay,
says,
this all makes sense now. Grandma, you warned me of this. I get it. So I just
DULAGI
kind of
and I are
accepted it's
kin.
fine.
You're kin.
I'm kin to you? How am I kin to you?
You kin to Grandma DULAGI.
I'm kin to Grandma DULAGI. How do you
She-
know my grandma?
She and I are sisters. We go way back, kid.
Sisters. Look,
She look
ma'am, I
over
don't mean
Arkham,
no
and I
offense.
look over Harlem.
And again, just kind of shaking my head, trying to figure this out. What do you mean by look over?
There are some who, when they find themselves in desperate straits, get approached by the Shadow Man. We try to steer them straight so they don't. That's the dark
Shadow
business that DULAGI warned you about, son.
And just so I'm not up to this so good, who is this Shadow Man?
He's a terrible man who makes terrible deals. Takes advantage of you and your kin when life seems to be kicking you in the spine.
Is that why we dealt with what we dealt with last night? Is it of this Shadow Man, or what are you not telling me?
He's hard at work right now. You'll find him. You'll see his work. And maybe you can save poor Leroy Turner from himself. I can't reach him in time.
Leroy, he's the He's the band guy, right? The trumpet, the drummer. Is that who you're talking about?
One and the same. I'm here at his place right now. His roommates ain't seen hide nor hair of him. I'm afraid what he'll do next. If he takes full
Okay.
advantage of what the Dark Man has to offer, Harlem's gonna be in quite a heap of trouble.
So I don't know this guy. You're saying he's not home. Where do we find him at?
You've got the key. You don't like touching it none, now that you know what it is.
It kind of, the realization that she's talking about the sarcophagus kind of sits in a little bit. So if we do this, can I get away from whatever dark things following us if we go find this guy?
No promises. You're touched now. He's gonna find you wherever you go. But this'll help.
And what do you mean by this?
Do this.
So we go save this guy, get him out of trouble before he gets killed, and maybe we can save ourselves too, yeah?
Not killed. Dark Man, Shadow Man don't want to kill him. He don't want to kill you.
Well, what's he want to do?
It's far worse. He wants to play.
And at this, I kind of step back. It's still kind of unbelievable. I mean, I passed my sand roll, but just not quite. I shake my head a little bit and then look up again to see if she's still there.
No one else is gonna stop him. But someone should. And you see that she kind of just fades into mist in the reflection.
Okay, and as she does, I run back up to the sink, run the water again, splash my face probably 3, 4, 5 times, and go, "What the hell have you gotten into? What have you gotten into, Lucian? You got to stay away from this dark shit. It's too much. It's too much, and I got to get back to Grandma DULAGI. She might be able to make sense of all this, but I need to go talk to the group." So I kind of gather myself, run out of the bathroom, and go back to the group and look at them and just maybe go, "I know none of you are going to believe this, and it's going to sound fantastical and all, but you got to listen." And I kind of reiterate what just happened to the team and see how crazy they think I am.
Riggs has been at the Bain Marie eating donuts, just mumbling to himself. This is some crazy shit. I mean, he got shot in the head. He didn't have his eyeballs. He was walking around. What the hell's going on? Riggs, what are you doing here, Riggs? Eating his donuts, and then he sees Lucien come out of the toilet and go, "Hey, Lucien, we gotta..." And then he notices he's a bit white and lets him speak, just sort of steps back.
Riggsy, I know I'm going to sound crazy here. This doesn't make any sense at all, but I just saw something in the mirror, and it's telling us that we're touched now, and that there's this dark somebody, and long story short, without bothering you too much, we got to go find this musician. I know we got the card over here. I got to go get with a buddy, Mr. Ford. If we want to get out of here and we want to kind of get away from whatever the hell we've walked into here, we got to go find this. I know it doesn't make any sense. I don't think it makes any sense. Maybe the Johnny Walker Red was spiked. I don't know what's going on, but we got to go find this musician, and if nothing else, maybe we can get answers here and make sure that whatever darkness is around us doesn't carry on once we get the hell out of here.
Seen some crazy shit, but I've never heard anything like this before, but I know what I saw, and that ain't normal. So the quicker we can put this behind us, the better.
I agree. Let's go find the others here and get that address so we can get over and try to find this guy.
They're 10 feet away.
Joseph,
Yeah, so we go back and explain this to Joseph to see his reaction.
Joseph is taking a lot of notes, and then he's gonna try and think through all his occult and Egyptian readings and stuff. Like, does any of this line up with anything he's sort of read about before from an Egyptological angle on the occult there?
Not necessarily Egyptological, but you could make an occult roll.
Okay. Ooh, that is a 16 on my 60, I think it is.
Nice.
Yes.
Very good. Hard success. There are, throughout lore, across different regions, stories of people engaging, making bargains. The Christian Orthodoxy cult refers to them as deals with the devil, but there's so much more to it than that. One of the reasons people would rub the genie's lamp is to make a deal with a powerful entity. From New Orleans and Haitian cultures, you're aware of ritualistic performances to a shadow man or a dark man, one who offers deals, a trickster who offers something tempting, something that could lead to a tempting action, a power. And there's always strings attached, but the timing and the framing of those deals, the victim of the story, and it's usually a victim, doesn't fully comprehend until after they've said yes or no.
Was this story that I got told by the man there, does this make any sense to you, Doc?
He cocks his head and thinks for a moment. And yes, this sounds very much like a very bad deal that an unfortunate soul has made. And if we've been tangled up in this, if you believe all this, we all perhaps have our different positions on this, but somebody could be in for a very bad time, and if the claim is that it's going to affect everyone in Harlem, we might already be mixed up in this mess. Fascinating.
Yeah, that chimes. The lady in the mirror back there, she said we're touched, we're mocked. I think, with what you're saying, Doc, I think we got to go find this guy before it's too late for all of us. And I kind of look ominously across at everyone.
How would we be mocked, though? Like, what happened to us that could have mocked us?
I don't know. I said, can we just get out of here, get away from us? She said, we're mocked. I don't know. It didn't make no sense to me, but none of this makes any sense to me. So she said, we got to save this guy we met last night that was drunk in hell, and where we got the card. Is Mr. Ford around? Maybe he can explain a little better. But we don't save him, it ain't going to end so good for us.
The band, then? Or perhaps...
Yeah, the band.
The music, perhaps.
The music? What do you mean, the music?
We all heard the music, didn't we?
The music didn't stop after the gunshot.
The music didn't
And
stop.
now that you think about it, the cymbals heralded a trumpet solo.
You mean to tell me, I didn't pay attention. We had things going on. You're telling me nobody playing no instruments and we still had music? Is that what you're saying?
I think we all heard the music. Everybody was running out of the pub and the music was still going. Was somebody still on stage? You were there?
You had the image of a very drunk trumpet player, oblivious to the initial ruckus, playing for the first few minutes of the carnage, before making his way back to the service exit to usher people out, not fully knowing what exactly was going on.
Yeah, I remember the music, but I'll be honest, I didn't pay attention all that well. But then the musicians are grabbing me, and how are musicians grabbing me and music's still playing? It makes no sense to me.
So what do we got to do, Doc? How do we get out of this crazy mess?
Well, I'm just a librarian. I don't know this sort of thing.
What do you mean you don't know, Doc?
But if you had a vision of somebody in the mirror telling you that maybe we need to save this guy, or we might all be caught up in a terrible mess in Harlem, well, I'm inclined to have a look.
Yeah, so I think it'd be in our best interest to maybe get that card and go find that address and see if we can find this guy.
You've dragged us into some real shit, Lucien. Some real shit.
Hey, look, I just thought we could make a little money. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
Sorry, don't cut it. And he just storms outside.
Mel, come on. And kind of just, hey, he's got to blow off some steam. And look to find Mr. Ford, if at all possible.
He's right there munching on a bear claw, sipping at some coffee, listening in on the conversation, and notices you looking at him. Oh, does this mean we get to go? Let's go. Right. I drop the bear claw, and I take a big gulp of the coffee. We're on an adventure. Let's do it. Let's go.
And Lucien just kind of looks as he blows by me to run by there. It just goes, I'm with a bunch of crazy people. What the hell? And I just follow right past with him as we head out to the car.
Riggs, wait up. I got a car. We can drive there. We don't have to walk.
Yeah, I'm at the car.
So where are you guys going?
Pull out the car to look at the address for the funeral home. The band is doing a funeral service this morning. Looking at my pocket watch in about how long? Are we cutting it close?
Very close. It is 5 to the hour. The hour being 11.
All right,
Yeah.
We're gonna go 35 and a 30 down these. Here. Oh boy, we're flying. We're gonna fly. All right, here we go.
So thankfully, the good news is the funeral home for Morgan and Dupuy is just a handful of blocks north of Small's Paradise. So not too far from where you're at, near the Harlem River. The downside is that as you get there, you see that there's a crowd forming. And actually, Bill, I'd like you to give me a spot hidden roll, please, as you're arriving or approaching.
Fine. I can't type. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. Character sheet. Spot hidden is a lovely default 25. All right, here we go. Geez, do I have enough luck to bring that down to a success?
I'd say save your luck on this one.
Good. All right.
We'll just understand that the characters don't see the police car whizzing in the opposite direction away from where this procession was going to take place. But as you approach the funeral home and where this funeral procession was supposed to begin, apparently it was going to be a procession, a march towards a cemetery. There's a crowd of people that have gathered around that is halting progress in the street as you pull up. They seem to be surrounding an open space.
Riggs gets out of the car to join the throng.
Very good. You join the throng, Riggs, and the rest of you as you join him. It's not as thick or as resistant as the throng in the Paradise.
Don't need my pistol. Damn.
You're able to get through the crowd easy enough, Riggs, is what I'm saying. And there is this opening in people, plenty of space. You see that the 6 casket bearers are standing there kind of closer to the edges of the crowd. In the center of this opening, there is a casket. It looks damaged on one corner as if it was suddenly dropped. The lid has been removed, possibly as a result of being dropped. And there is kneeling, holding a crying woman, is a form of a man, well-dressed, perfect for his own funeral. And he is clutching her skirt. And he is frozen in place like a corpse. The casket is empty.
What's the woman doing?
She is holding this man, and she is sobbing her guts out. She's wearing a black dress, a black veil, and she seems to be in an emotionally she's quite emotional about this.
So does it look like she's trying to free herself, or she's just sort of in shock?
It looks like she's in shock and embracing this figure.
Oh, embracing.
Mm-hmm.
Is the doc with me?
You come up alongside Joseph.
Yeah, I'm taking notes on all this.
We got another dead person, Doc. Another one of those zombies you called.
He's taking profuse notes. This is absolutely amazing. But, is there any music playing?
Give me a listen roll. Anyone who's present in the scene, which is all of you, can give me an attempt.
I don't want to hear nothing.
That is a 94. I don't hear anything.
Yeah, I failed. 47 out of 20. But there's Bill.
There's Bill.
Yep.
Cupping his ear.
Oh,
And,
come on, man.
No music, but instead you're hearing what the crowd is saying, the two of you. Bill, you're hearing whispers of, he wasn't really dead. They were going to bury him and he wasn't really dead. Oh, that must be why the police shoved him in the car and drove off so quick. They weren't careful. He wasn't really dead. Riggs,
Nice.
you hear, where'd that trumpet player go? Well, the music stopped and the band walked off. I think I saw them heading towards a cafe.
Oh, all right. I'll say, am I putting one and one together? Leroy was a trumpet player?
He was.
Yeah. I'll say, the cafe. Can I see the direction
Yeah.
or a cafe nearby?
There's a cafe, labeled as such. In
As soon
big
as I
block
say
letters.
to the guys, Leroy, cafe, I bolt towards it. Go!
Yeah.
And
I'll give you
Lucien.
I'll give you one more
Yeah, we're
thing
fine.
as you're heading that way, Riggs, because you got a hard success. I'll reward you for that. Well, actually, no, I've rewarded you plenty for a hard success. Would you like to burn 3 points of luck to make it an extreme?
Yeah, why not? Get my detective
You
skills
hear
activated.
you hear the sound of a car engine starting up and rolling away. And you see a gray Packard with driver's side doors in terrible shape driving away from the location.
Oh,
But
decisions.
as you're hearing this, and you look over, you do see that there's a couple of individuals in familiar beige suits lounging near the cafe. One of them looks like it's Charles Johnson, and the other figure looks like the drunkard from last night.
Is that Leroy?
Looks like Leroy. He's got a distinctive yellow bow tie with red polka dots.
And the vehicle that I shot at is leaving the scene or has arrived?
Is leaving the scene.
Leaving. No, I'll go towards Leroy. I heard Leroy was important, so...
Yeah. So these are the two individuals that you see. Whenever my computer agrees with me, I will drop them in chat. The guy with the confident smile is Charles. Lucien, you're very well acquainted with him. The other guy looks sallow, sad, and is just kind of... It looks like he's getting a conversation, a talking to from Charles. And the two look over at you, and Charlie's like, oh, I recognize a couple of you from last night.
Yeah, how you doing?
Been better. That's my brother-in-law out there.
The man lying on the ground, that's your brother-in-law?
He was a truck driver. He was shot in an accident a week ago.
My condolences, my friend. We didn't know. I apologize for me and the rest of the group.
Where's your trumpet?
To be honest, yeah. Go ahead.
Cut to the chase. Do I see a trumpet?
There is a silver trumpet in the yellow polka dot man's hands.
Just grab it. Take it off him.
He cries out in protest and says, "Hey,
Police
Louis
business.
Armstrong gave me that."
Pull out one of my badges.
And he kind of glowers a little bit, and Charles puts a hand on his shoulder and says, "Leroy, I know we got another gig in a week or so. You can borrow my trumpet. It's fine. Just let this go. Let this go, man."
And the trumpet to the dock.
And Leroy's just saying, "Man, you saw what happened last night. You had a clear-headed night, and you saw what happened. And you sure as hell got a good look at what just happened a few minutes ago. You know he was dead as a doornail. You saw what happened. You heard what happened."
Yeah, I spent a lot in the last 24 hours. Let me ask you something, Leroy and Charles. You guys know anything about somebody called the Shadow Man?
And Charles just kind of glares at Leroy and gives him like a very stern, like fatherly look of like. And Leroy says, "Yeah, but we ain't seen him. Louis Armstrong gave me that trumpet. He gave me that horn. He said if anyone was meant to play it, then I was. Needed a good horn player."
Yeah,
said,
well...
and then he kind of cuts off.
Okay. And, as I do that, I go, yeah, that's wonderful and all, but you see, I saw this lady, and I kind of described the lady I saw in the mirror and give what her name is, and I apologize. I've written everything down, but I forgot to write her name down.
But you describe her, and Leroy says, "You saw Granny Lucrezia?"
Yeah, Granny Lucrezia.
She's my neighbor.
But yeah, nice lady and all, other than she popped up in a mirror, and I have no idea how that happened, but she said we needed to find you, and that we kind of need to save you from this Shadow Man. So, if you don't mind and all, while my partner here looks over your trumpet, we'd kind of like for you to stay with us a little bit, if you know what I mean.
And Charles kind of like gives Leroy another look and says, "Hey, I mean it. Let it go. What's happened's happened, okay? We'll get you a new trumpet. We'll get you a new horn." And Leroy's shoulders just kind of slump. Riggs, you're looking at this trumpet, and it is a strange trumpet. It's the silverness of it. It looks like it's crinkled, like someone took aluminum foil and just kind of like scrunched it around the entire exterior of this trumpet. And yeah, you look inside and you see there's some symbols on the inside of the horn piece itself. But that's not even the most definitive aspect about this trumpet, because you see, trumpets normally have 3 finger valves. This one has a 4th.
What's with the 4th valve, Leroy?
He said that only a master horn player could play it, and play it as it deserved to. That's what Louis Armstrong told me.
Where'd you get this horn
clear
from?
As day. I got it last night. Louis Armstrong gave it to me backstage. And he said, you play it well enough, and his eyes were... I remember I looked into his eyes. Dark eyes, dark wells. Couldn't even see the whites of his eyes. But it was Louis Armstrong, all right. And you can give me a psych roll, Mr. Riggs.
Psych. Not too bad.
Psychology.
Yeah. Oh.
Just need a regular to succeed.
I'll burn another 4 luck. Get that success.
That's so lovely. You're burning all these small amounts of luck for me.
That's simulating my mind unraveling.
I look forward to the future luck roll. Yeah, this is the second time he was going to finish a sentence and he stopped. And for the second time, Charles kind of grips him tighter by the shoulder and says, "Drop it, Leroy. I'm serious."
I'm sorry, Charles, but what is it you want him to drop here? And where can we find this Louis Armstrong character you're talking about?
Listen, and he kind of takes the 3 of you over to have a seat in the cafe and order some coffee as this is happening. And as he explains, we're going to jump over to Joseph, who is definitely not in the scene right now. Joseph, this woman has, in the time that it takes for you to approach, has pried herself free from this corpse. What are you looking for?
I'm trying to see if the corpse, and I look at the tombstone, I guess, if it's there, to get a name.
No tombstone. You're in the middle of the street. The casket, the coffin, is nearby. But asking around, the widow can identify him as a Mr. Fayette.
Mr. Fayette, can you hear me? Can you tell us?
No response.
What happened? Does it hurt? I must know. What's the other side like?
Silence.
I try and see what his focus is on, and if I need to get a little bit closer, I'm happy to do that.
Rigor mortis has seized him. He is on his knees, curled up, and his hands are frozen in this position. And you see that there is a little bit of wet on one of the cheeks. You also see that there is a bullet hole going in one side of his head and out the other.
Okay. I mean, I think all Joseph can really do at this point is just take notes, see if we can get any sort of intention on what the corp wants. I guess he asked, what does he want? Do you know what he wants? Why is he here?
We were walking him to the grave, says the widow nearby. And the pallbearers who are nearby are nodding in a sense. Some of them look like they were musicians from the band last night. And she said, and the horn player, he came late. We had already started walking. And he started playing. And one of the pallbearers says, and then it lurched. The casket lurched like he had shifted inside, and then the lid came off, and there was Fred. He climbed out, and he went over to her and Lizzie, and he fell to his knees, and the horn player stopped, and he just held her. And then he died. He wasn't dead before, but he died.
He stopped when the horn stopped playing. Is that right?
And Lizzie Fayette nods shakily. They were going to bury him alive. The horn woke him up.
My condolences. Thank you for the information. Seems like nothing left to do here. So rigor mortis would have already set in, given how long he's been dead. So I'm pretty... Yeah, okay, cool.
It must have reset in or something like that. You need to make a medicine check in order to know for sure what.
I'm not about to cut into...
You're not a real doctor.
Are you sure? You got a 1% chance of success.
No, it's perfectly fine.
We'll pan the camera back over to the cafe. Charles, to summarize, he mentions that most of the orchestra moved up from New Orleans to find greener pastures in Harlem. Leroy was the last of them. He came up with Marnie. Marnie Smeaton, I believe. Yeah. They were going to start a new life. He was so happy when he moved up. But then a month after they moved up, there was a freak car accident. He'd lost his parents in New Orleans already. And now he's alone, mostly alone, up here with just us. And Leroy just kind of sullenly is listening to Charles tell a story for him. And Leroy just whispers something. And that earns that look from Charles again.
So, Charlie, what the hell's going on here, right? You were there last night. You saw the guy. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Got shot through the head. He kept coming after us. And then you're carrying me out. The band's carrying me out. And yet we still hear music playing. There's something you're not telling us.
Last night was a blur, okay? A lot happened very quickly. Leroy's theory is he keeps, whenever he blows that damn horn that he got from Louis Armstrong, people who are dead come back to life. Don't make me say that a second time. It's giving him bad ideas. Ideas that you're not going to go through with, right? Just let them take the damn horn, Leroy. She's gone.
And who's this Joey?
Who is she? Yeah.
I have no idea who Joey is. You tell me.
Look, I asked the questions here.
And you got my answer.
And with that, Lucien, partially upset, partially just thrown by all this, is wanting to get answers and tired of this guy kind of dancing around him. So is there any way I could make an intimidate roll to kind of get him to tell us more?
Sure, if you want to intimidate Leroy, go for an intimidate roll.
Okay.
While he's doing that, can I determine whether they're withholding information?
Sure. Let's see. I believe you've already made the psychology roll before, and it was successful. So we'll just let that ride. Charles is being forthcoming. Leroy is withholding. But we'll see how if the intimidate roll changes that.
Yeah, sorry, I hit the wrong thing. So rolling again, and I will spend 6 luck to make that a success.
Yeah.
The item specifically that Leroy is withholding is that thing that Louis Armstrong apparently told him about the horn.
About it takes a special player to make it work, right?
And with your push, with your intimidation, Leroy admits, he said if you play it good enough, you might make the dead walk. And he kind of like says that with like the last of his breath as if he was holding something back, and now
He's let
it's
it
all
go.
on the table.
So why don't we just test that theory here? And I grab the
Just did.
trumpet. You mean
About
the
20
gentleman over
minutes
there?
ago.
And I
About 20
shove it
minutes
into
ago.
his chest, and I say, "Do it again for us. Let me see if you can make that really happen."
Charles says that's not a good idea. Please don't. But Leroy stands up and he walks slowly out onto the street again.
Are you sure this is good, Lucien? I don't know about this. It's crazy.
Hey, look, we gotta understand what we're dealing with here, and
Why don't we just
I
destroy this
gotta know.
thing?
And he starts playing. He's playing When the Saints Come Marching In. It's rapturous. He is a skilled trumpet player. There is a certain tune for When the Saints Come Marching In, of course, that if you're American, you're familiar. And maybe if you're not American, you're familiar. He is throwing in jazz riffs as a one-man orchestra. So he is talented. Joseph, you hear the trumpet start to play. And after a couple of measures, there are gasps around you, maybe coming from you, as the kneeling form of Frederick Fayette starts to rise and shakily gets to his feet. And he says, "Lizzie!" And his wife Lizzie just she has seen this happen twice now, and so she runs forward to embrace him, and Leroy keeps playing until someone tells him to stop.
So as he's playing, and we see this going on, and see that it's true, I kind of reach over to knock the trumpet out of his hand and stop him from playing.
Okay, give me a fighting brawl roll.
All right. I started this mess. Let me see if I can clean it up. 1 second. I should have been ready. I have a 70 fighting, so if this doesn't work, we're in trouble. Hard success.
Good. You knock the horn out of his hand, and it slams against the sidewalk and bounces away.
The other side. You must tell me about the other side.
Joseph, you see Frederick reaching out towards Lizzie, and his powerful arms go around her neck. And the cries turn to screams.
Good going. Good going.
And as he's about to break her neck, this happens as the music's cut off sharply. So as he's going to snap her neck, the music stops. And the pallbearers, 2 of them, are able to keep their wits about them and run forward to her aid. She is saved because of the hard success. And the body gets pushed over and falls limp again.
I think seeing that, and that not being a what I think a husband-wife relationship would be going on here, I want to think back to like that occult role I made about the Shadow Man and deals in particular. What how bad were the deals? Like, what sort of stories are there about the deals that were made and the fallout that might have happened in the tales and stuff?
Wide-ranging. Trend was usually giving up your soul and things like that. Very Faustian. As you're reflecting on that, though, since all of you are conveniently watching this, some for experimentation, others incidentally, let's go ahead and get another batch of sanity checks.
Lucien!
So we had to live a little. I don't know.
I thought it was clever. We were going to skip the scene, skip the sanity loss, and move forward. Nope.
Some a-hole has to.
Oh.
79. I failed.
I have hit a 99, so that's a fumble on mine.
Damn!
Ooh. Okay.
Everyone fails. Good going. Good going. You did
All right.
see it. Couldn't take his word for it.
I'm not going to be
So-
player of the game, that's for sure.
So, James, you will be, because this is a fumble, you will be taking the full amount, which in this case is 1d6. So just lose 6 sanity, give me an intelligence check. The rest of you can roll 1d6 and lose that many. And you can join him if you roll a 5 or a 6.
I guess I'm joining in.
Oh, man!
Oh, shoot.
Lucien!
Unfortunately, I'm too
Sorry.
smart for this, and I have a regular success.
Okay.
Do we need to make
No, I did roll
intelligence
it.
as well?
Yes, if you rolled 5 or more, please follow up with an intelligence roll.
I failed. Yes.
Bill Ford's mind zipped shut as something was about to rip it open. He went the other way.
Yes! Critical fail!
Same thing with Mel.
Yeah, I rolled a
This is
I rolled a
animatronics.
5.
Yeah.
Oh, my,
So
on
for
my
the other two of you,
sanity.
that means we have 2 bouts of madness. This is technically a Mythos entity. So go ahead and give yourselves 5 points of Cthulhu Mythos as you both go insane. Let's see.
I
What
rolled 5 sanity.
conclusions? Oh, you rolled 5 sanity.
I have 5
okay, I
taken
understand.
away, yeah.
Give
Yeah,
me an
yeah.
intelligence roll then. Let's see if
Yeah.
you join Joseph in his.
And as the rest of the team has figured out, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. So here we go. Failed that.
Ah.
miserably.
Okay, so it's just Joseph. Joseph, you have been taking a very strong fascination with this matter of events, and this is really its validation of everything. I can think of a certain organization that would be very interested in seeing more of this. Yeah, is that kind of the direction you're thinking this is going? Maybe a crazy plan.
Well, look, I'm also on a dangerous line of thought, I guess, at the same time as well. So I'm not sure exactly what I come up with as I'm thinking about the occult role, but there's a certain fascination, I think, and I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
so I look
let's.
back over to the team, and my eyes sort of narrow.
I think we'll consider this as a mania of some kind. I don't think there's an actual term for resurrection mania, or of
The obsession with the occult. I think there's one.
obsession with the occult. Maybe a necromania, a fascination with the dead, and in this case specifically, bringing the dead to life. A very Herbert West kind of mania.
Fantastic.
And you're enraptured in this. A plan starts forming in your mind, maybe taking these thoughts to the extremity of, yes, but how can I use this?
Excellent. So I think what happens is Joseph goes. So he didn't hear the conversation, I take it, with Leroy and stuff. So he goes over to the others and what's happening with the trumpet right now?
Riggs wants to destroy it.
Yeah, Riggs goes for it. So does Leroy, but Charles Johnson is holding him and trying to interpose and keep him away from that trumpet. And his stern, quiet voice is being raised, and he says, "Let them take it, Leroy."
Yes, let us take it. I sort of like come out at that moment from like the sides when everybody seems distracted, and he grabs the trumpet and attempts to run back over to somewhere high, like if there's a stand somewhere, and he gives it a go of his own. Not that he has any.
Damn, we don't want to give it to you.
But he has a feel. He wants to feel what it's like, and this feeling of perhaps power over the undead is a fascination that he's digging into right now, and the possibilities that it might bring. Do I need to roll something for performance?
You need
This
to
would
roll.
be an
You
arts
need to
and
roll
crafts
dodge bullet.
roll. This requires an experienced trumpet player. So arts and crafts roll. I am elevating it to a hard. So you basically need to roll 1 or 2.
I don't think pottery applies, so yes, I'll just go for one.
Unfortunately not.
He
So
gives
he
all the
starts to
luck.
do this a good. Yeah, Doc, what are you doing?
So that's a 20, and I have 55 luck still.
And you're insane.
And he's insane.
Oh man.
So what you're saying is you want to push the roll.
I can spend the luck,
Okay.
and I think I do.
Joseph,
Oh, damn! He's
you
going
spend
the
the
dark
luck.
side.
And everything goes black around you. Coming out of the trumpet is what you imagine to be the most sultry tones, mimicking what Leroy played. And it's like complete darkness, like someone has put a cloth and bound it tightly over your eyes. But you can still see the trumpet in your hands. You can still see you. And there's a figure in a black suit in front of you. He's got pallid white skin, greasy black hair that's combed very neatly. And he's got a warm smile on his face. He says, "Oh, Mr. Joseph Quincy James of the Orn Library."
I believe you have. I guess he's thinking this because he's playing the trumpet. But I believe you have the advantage over me, sir. Is what he's thinking.
Oh, well, I tend to have that with people.
And you are.
Oh, well, I go by many names, frankly. Many of which are beyond you. You can call me Mr. Goodfellow.
Mr. Goodfellow, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Oh, I'm sure it is. It is. I am very delighted to see you, Mr. James. That isn't yours. But and you can't take it. It's not yours to take. But I like your gumption. Wow. 60 years on the planet Earth, and you decide to do that. You blow that horn, and here you are. Crazy. You people will never cease to surprise me. Until you do.
If this is not mine, is there something that could be mine?
Do you want it?
perhaps something more suitable.
Ah, yeah, that's right. Music, bringing back a lost loved one, that's not really your thing now, is it, Mr. James? It's not. Now I know what it is that you want most. But for the audience watching via YouTube, you should probably tell them what you want.
Oh, just a little bit of insight into power, the unknown, the supernatural. Something that I could show people.
Classic.
To people, perhaps.
You
if I'm
want
being too greedy.
to know. No nobler pursuit, is it, Mr. James? To know, to gain what is beyond human knowledge, or maybe even human capacity to know. And nobler still, to share that. Everyone. You're going to go far, Mr. James. You and I, we're going to go far. Because you want knowledge, you want answers. I've got answers. I can open your mind if you want. You have a desire. You want this. You crave it. Let's be perfectly honest with ourselves. At the end of the day, at night when you're on your own, there are unanswered questions about how the world really works. That's who you are. You want to know.
A smile forms as he's sort of playing the trumpet.
Oh, you can put that away. You take my deal, son. You won't need it. Because it's all up here. For you, it's always been there. And he holds out his hand.
So as that conversation is going on, what do the rest of us see?
The rest of you see that he is playing, and he's picked up by the measure when the Saints come marching in. And the screams are resuming over in the clearing. People are now running in the opposite direction. Before they were gathering because they thought they knew what was happening. Now that Fayette is coming to life a third time, they are scattering, and the two pallbearers who kept their wits about them are dragging Lizzie away, as now Fayette has stumbled back to his feet, and he is reaching out after her, saying, "Lizzie!" And James is playing on the trumpet, and Leroy is just saying, "That's my bit. What the hell?" And Charles is pushing him away.
Lucien would yell to Mel and to Dr. Ford, "We got to get that damn trumpet away from him. Guys, let's get it." And whoever's closest should, I'm encouraging them to run and stop him before he continues to play.
Yep. If my bullet travels faster than we can run. I've been aiming all this time.
Yeah. Mel's mentioned that he had a gun prepped. What are you doing with that gun, Mel?
Well, as I see what he's trying to do, I take a round to steady just to get my eye in, remembering how my partner used to shoot in the old firing range, and I'll say, "This one's for you, Raj." And I'll fire at the trumpet.
Oh, okay. You're firing at the trumpet. Okay, this is a small object. You said you were taking some time to aim before shooting, so we will cancel out the penalty die from this. Or I was going to raise it to a hard, so give me a firearms roll.
Here we
Good
go.
luck, Mel.
Here we go. Sorry if I miss, it's still a hit. Anyway.
It might hit him. The knock may be done.
I can't lose it.
Missing you hit him.
One way or the other, I guess.
I think in my head, my arm is coming up to accept the handshake, and I'm thinking about the Forbidden Library section.
You hear a gunshot. Oh, I'll use my luck. You know I love using the luck. 22 down to 37.
Okay. You know what? That's great. I'm going to have you follow up with a luck roll.
Oh, 37 luck.
This is to see if you're able to your gunshot was able to knock it out of his hands before he shakes the Shadow Man's
Ooh.
hand.
Come on, Mel.
Come on. This is it. Oh!
Yes.
Okay. I will
it
give this
twice.
choice to our good friend Age. Do you want to prevent the handshake?
Oh, do I see the handshake happening?
You don't, but because you
Oh.
passed the luck roll, I'm going to give you as the player the chance. If you would like to, you can say that it interrupts. But
Yeah.
if you want to say that you were too late, then the power is yours either way.
No, I definitely want to prevent. I just want to, as soon as I see that he has the power of the tune to awaken the dead, I know that that cursed item needs to be taken out of his grasp. So I'll just interrupt his connection with the dead.
Oh.
Joseph, take 1 point of damage.
Sure thing. So I think I'm like stumbling forwards, everything sort of fades, and I'm like, my hands.
8th Avenue comes back to its luminous originality with painful rapidity as the index finger on your right hand has been broken. Because this cornet has been forcibly ripped out of your hands. But you were not able to shake his hand. And I rolled 5 rounds for your insanity, so the mania clears up. You will still have it, but now you have control over yourself.
What were you doing, Doc? You crazy?
Oh, my finger. And I think he sees the trumpet in his hand.
Not anymore. It is on the ground again.
Oh, sorry, on the ground. He's just grasping it, looking a bit confused and not quite sure about what's just happened. It's like, oh, where am I? Wasn't I? Oh.
And Fayette's body falls to the ground again.
Poor guy.
That guy's been like.
Where's Mr.
So-
Goodfellow?
As they're doing that, I think I would run and maybe have Bill come with me to go pick up the trumpet
Yeah.
and look at Bill and say, Bill, we got to destroy this. This thing's evil.
Charles and Leroy, I have to note, have left the scene. During this panic, Charles has forced his own cornet case into Leroy's hands and has physically shoved him in the direction that the crowd was running. So they have left.
Okay. Yeah, I think we got to destroy this. We got to destroy this thing. This thing is evil. This thing is cursed. We got to. And hey, we were supposed to protect Leroy. We can't let him go. So I throw the trumpet to Bill.
Oh.
And I chased to go catch Leroy.
Ooh, I got the trumpet now.
Got the trumpet.
Yeah, it's gone through a lot, Bill. It's dented. There's a bullet in it, and it's not silver anymore. All 3 valves are in place, though.
Oh.
Lucien,
Yeah,
as
just
you were
hold on.
running after in the direction that Charles and Leroy went in, you don't see them. I want you to give me a listen roll.
And just to clarify, you said 3, not 4.
I did say 3, not 4. Bill, you are in the proud possession of an ordinary trumpet.
And I
Put a bullet
failed.
hole in
the lesson roll.
Okay,
Yeah, I failed.
I see. In that case, you don't hear it. But you get to, you're about to cross the street to chase after the crowd, thinking that is the direction that Charles and Leroy went. And you're nearly run over by a battered gray Packard that comes blasting around the corner, headed towards the river. And even though you failed the listen roll, you do see that there are 2 men in the back, and one of them has a distinctive yellow and red polka dot bow tie.
And I kind of, jump back as I drove by and I go, I'm walking here. And then I see that it is Leroy and they're leaving. And I kind of want to watch what direction they head toward or what road they head toward, and kind of clock it in my mind.
Yeah, it looks like they're headed towards some. The only thing down that street is some warehouses near the Riverside, and it doesn't look like they take any turns to the left or the right. They just go straight line towards the warehouses.
Okay, so I kind of get a visual of the Packard in my mind and run back and say, Bill, Bill, what are you doing with that trumpet? We got to get the hell out of here. We got to go find Leroy. Let's get in the car and kind of encourage everybody to get in the car so we can follow him.
Isn't it over,
I
Lucien?
looked dumbfoundedly at.
Say what now?
Sorry, go, Bill.
No, go ahead.
I just grab Lucien and say, it's over, man, it's over. We've saved him from that. Look, it's turned back to a normal trumpet. Got to get rid of this sarcophagus now, so it doesn't happen again.
Okay, so I hadn't seen the trumpet, and I kind of look at it and go, okay, then yeah, I guess we don't need Leroy anymore, and yeah, let's get rid of these sarcophagus. Unless you still want to buy them there, Bill. You interested? I'm still trying to make a buck.
No, I'm all set. Thank you very much.
It's a hard pass.
Yeah.
I ain't interested in calling anybody else for this. Let's what do? We bury it? We melt these down? What do you guys think?
I don't think it's over if this is just an ordinary trumpet.
Dun, dun, dun.
It could be any other ordinary trumpet that becomes another trumpet, right?
That's why we got to destroy this sarcophagus.
Bill, you're holding the horn still, correct?
I am. Yeah.
There is some
sad.
writing inside the horn. It's
Oh.
You can barely make it out. It's in English.
There's something etched on the inside of the horn here. As I just kind of like bring it up to my eye and try to see what it says.
It's a trap.
To my
It was made
beloved.
in Egypt. Made in Egypt.
To my beloved. Let them hear your horn. Marnie Smeaton.
I say that out loud.
To my beloved, Marty.
To my
Marty,
beloved,
yes.
let them hear your horn. Marnie Smeaton.
Marty Smeaton. Does that make sense to any of you guys?
Anyone who is listening to Charles, who is talking at the cafe with Leroy and Charles, can give me an idea roll.
Oh, I was there, so I guess I could do that.
I think I was there too, right?
What's an idea roll?
That is-
I don't know that.
Everyone
Education.
but Joseph was at the scene.
Yeah.
An idea roll is an intelligence roll. It can be used to recall important information to the scenario. If the players are at a standstill, pass or fail, you will get the information. Although on a failure, that might come with some repercussions. But I'm
means
seeing
we
some
missed
hard
something
extreme
at that scene.
successes.
Yes. Yes. So
Yeah.
that's going to save us from what we forgot, is what he's saying so nicely.
It's a get out of jail free card for the players.
Yes.
I, as a
Yes.
keeper, try not to call for it, but it sounds like you guys need it. Marnie Smeaton is the deceased wife of Leroy Turner, who was hit by a Grey Packard a month or so ago and died in a car accident.
Oh. So that's why Leroy was playing it.
And
Maybe
Lucien,
that's
because you
okay.
got an extreme success, you remember a conversation in the bathroom this morning.
Yes.
He might do something he doesn't want to, he shouldn't do.
Yeah, so I kind of shake my head and I say, Guys, this ain't over. Bill, get in the car. We gotta go get Leroy. We gotta go get him right now.
Well, all right. I drop the cornet and start running towards my car.
Lucien, talk to me.
You
What
want
are we
pile?
going to do when we get him? I ain't killing no man.
Nah, we ain't gotta kill him, but that lady said that we gotta protect him, that Doc, the Shadow Man's gonna come, and if the Shadow Man gets to him, it means that we're all screwed. All of Harlem, all of us. We got to prevent him from doing anything, to go for that Shadow Man. And I pick up the clarinet or the trumpet or whatever it is that they do and take it with us, thinking we may need it for some reason.
Maybe.
So I take it with us. I said, I don't know completely. I don't know what it is, but I know the lady said, look, you got to protect Leroy from this Shadow Man. And I don't think this is over. We got to find him, and we got to stay with him, and we got to prevent him from doing something stupid that's going to ruin all of us. Just trust me. This lady said it. Everything she said has been true. We got trumpets that bring dead men to life. We got to see this through.
What about this
Great. Where are we going?
sarcophagus?
Just for now, just let's
Keep
hold
it.
on to that. Yeah.
You can hold on to it.
And I tell Bill, yeah, I said, I'll hold it. And I said, they ran down there to those warehouses. Just head straight right down south.
In that direction.
I don't think the sarcophagus has anything to do with what's happening here. It's somebody's blowing a trumpet, and we're just trying to sell a very valuable sarcophagus.
Agreed, but this sarcophagus, it may be the only thing that saves all our lives.
There are many warehouses on the wharf. Only one of them has a gray Packard parked in front of it that looks like it's seen better days.
Ram into it.
Yeah.
Well, it's parked currently, but I mean, if you really
That
want
escalated.
to,
Easier.
then you could definitely roll 1d10 and deal that much damage to everyone currently in your car.
I'll say, watch out, Bill, you're
Well,
going to hit the car.
That wasn't the idea. Oh shit!
I kind of grabbed him by the shoulder and said, maybe we just park over there, right?
Fine. All right. Okay.
All right.
Just want to
And,
do something. Damn it. All right. Fine. Good park.
So get out and want to start searching for Leroy.
You see a couple of windows on one side. It looks like this is a garage, and there's a couple of rooms at the back that have some half-shuttered windows. You can see some figures in there. They haven't noticed you outside, but you could, since you parked a little ways away, be surreptitious and crawl up to the windows and take a peek in at what's going on.
Before we do, I'll say, so what's the plan, Lucien? You want to detain him? To get him out of there, or
You
you ain't got a plan, have
need
you?
to get him yeah, well, I don't know. I wasn't exactly told 100% what to do, other than we got to make sure that this Shadow Man doesn't get to Leroy. So there's a lot Leroy wasn't able to tell us, and maybe we can find out exactly what we need to do if we could talk to him.
Joseph taps Bill on the shoulder and says, hey, we could let the air out of the tires and make sure they can't get away.
I guess we could.
Is it one of those that you sort of screw open, or you just stab it with a knife or something? Or
Either or would be effective ways to let air out of a tire.
I don't know. I was thinking about taking the gun tote out of the trunk of my car and pulling out the big rifle and shooting some tires.
Go crazy,
pretty
Bill.
loud.
You need to get that out.
you have a rifle in your car.
Well, that'll
Be
get him.
pretty loud.
Yeah.
That'll get him
To
outside.
do it.
You want to get them
Yes.
outside?
You get
Shoot
them
some
inside with a
tires.
rifle too.
I like that. Yep, I love it. Shoot the tires.
All right, I'll get an ambush position ready for them if they come out the front door to jump them.
Okay. Yeah, if you're taking your rifle out to make some pot shots on some tires there, Bill, then this will be a hard success required, but you may attempt your firearm shot to shoot a tire.
I
Come on,
love
Bill.
it.
Interrupt whatever may or may not be going on inside there, which I'm totally okay
Oh!
with.
It's sniper.
Look at Bill.
You missed the tire, but you must have hit a gas tank, because with a ball of flame, this car goes woof and is completely unserviceable. There's some shouts coming from within, and yeah, there's a couple of guys that come out, and you see familiar-looking Chicago typewriters in their hands. Let's get some dexterity orders from all y'all real quick. Mel, what's your dex?
Dex is 80.
80. Bill,
50.
50. And you currently have a weapon in your hands. Lucien,
60.
60. And James.
50. And he is not built for any of this.
And I thought playing the trumpet was bad.
You wait. Let's see. Mobsters. Wonderful. We'll average them out. They have a dexterity of 70.
Ooh. Thought they had typewriters.
And they're they got some
do.
good old Chicago
typewriters. Yeah.
So yeah, two of them. They're coming out from around the corner, kind of holding their hands against the ball of conflagration, and they see the four of you over near your car. Riggs. Well, actually, technically, Riggs, I gotta ask: do you have a gun in your hand right now, readied?
Yeah, I'll definitely be armed if our idea was to ambush them.
Yeah, I'm giving you guys some advantages here since this was planned and Bill took plenty of time with this. And you're armed. You have your service pistol then with you, Riggs?
Yeah.
Okay, Lucien?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have it pulled because I wasn't quite sure, but I have my Colt 45 on me. I don't imagine I had my Thompson on me, but I have my Colt 45.
You could give me a luck roll, see if Bill allowed you to stash it in the back.
Okay.
Alternatively, you have an automatic pistol, so you could use burst fire, and that would utilize your semi-auto skill instead of rolling with a penalty die.
Hard success for luck.
If you want a Chicago typewriter of your own, you have access to it.
You know what? I'm a mobster, and
Your
I
Thompson.
didn't come here to. Yeah, I'll use my Thompson then.
Okay, cool. And James, does James have a firearm to his name?
James is a librarian, so no.
So,
he has a book bag, a notepad, and pen.
plenty of cover behind the speedster.
Yeah. I think he's currently very curious about what's inside though. So maybe he's going to try and like run around and see if there's like another door while this is all going on at the front, just to see.
Okay.
He probably wasn't ready for
good.
all this though, because this is not his wheelhouse.
Fantastic. That's totally fine. There's a place for you in this scenario. Riggs, these mobsters come around the corner. Everyone has a plus 50 to their firearms, except James, who isn't in the combat. So you get the drop. They're a little far away for pistol range. But what would you like to do?
I want to, if I get the first move, I want to aim my pistol at them and say, "Drop it! No one has to die today. We're not after you."
So you're trying to intimidate them into putting their weapons down?
Yeah.
Okay, give me an intimidate check. I am raising the difficulty to hard because they are mobsters and they think they have better firepower.
When they see any Thompson.
Probably.
Not yet.
What is my intimidation? Should have checked that first, eh? Oh, good. I've got a reasonable chance. I've got plenty of luck, I've got the luck. Better find a quicker way to type in anyway. That's what I'm... Oh, no, you
Nice.
said it's hard, isn't it?
Is this worth
Five
5
luck.
points of luck to you?
100%.
All right. This will cause them to pause. They are not going to drop their guns because they're not suicidal, but we are going to skip their round in this first round of combat.
Do I still have
They
the
figure out
drop on
what
them
he's
if they
like, what are you
decide
goons
to...
doing? He's like, what are you goons doing? Shoot them! And they don't, because they think that there's more going on. You have the cop voice. Lucien.
So, in
Kill 'em.
order to not create bloodshed and have us be outnumbered, I would like to probably do the same thing, but convince them that we just need to grab Leroy. It's in all of our best interest, and ask where Leroy's at. So it's somewhat an intimidate too, but also I don't know if it's psychology or something else as well.
So your goal here is to get them to hand over Leroy.
Yes, or to at least where he's at, so we can go get him. That we don't want any trouble. Sorry about your car,
Set
Dr.
the man with
Ford.
the Thompson.
He drank a lot of Johnny Walker Red last night. He's a little on edge. But yeah, with the Thompson, which is what they would have too. So, and I go, hey, gangster to gangster. I'm not here for no trouble. We don't need to bring any more cops over here. I just need Leroy. We need to get with him. We got to make sure he's okay. I'm actually here to protect him.
Okay. So tell you what, you are using logic here to talk them into a certain course of action
Yes.
that they frankly don't want to do. This would be a persuade roll.
Just hoping you want to. Okay. I'm horrible at persuade. If anybody cares to know.
You're
Switch
using
back.
logic to advance the conversation. So
Switch back to shooting
is this
them.
worth 32 points of luck?
I'm a 70 in shooting, and I'm trying to. Yes, I failed. Dare I push this?
Not in combat, you can't.
Oh, that's right. I can't. You're right. So I failed.
Okay. And Joey says, "Yeah, not happening." And he tries to pull out his gun, but it's kind of stuck in his coat pocket, probably because that barrel's a bit too long.
How many of them are there?
Ford. Right now, there's 3 of them outside. 2 with Thompsons, and then
And one's
there's
Joey.
Joey struggling with his gun. Ford, we come down to you.
Aim for one of the Thompson gun holders. Just aiming.
Just aiming? Okay.
Yeah, because they haven't fired, so yeah, aiming.
James, you run around the side of the warehouse, opposite of where all this snafu's happening. You do see that there's a side door, and emerging from the door surreptitiously, holding a silver trumpet, his bow tie undone, is Leroy. And you probably heard a gunshot behind him as he exited. And he looks at you with surprise and confusion, and then immediately dismisses you and starts to run off in a direction.
You don't want to do that. You know bad things are only going to happen. Here, give it to me.
He stops for a moment there. Give me a persuade roll. Since it sounds like you're wanting to convince him to stop and give it.
Very
Yeah.
much so. I have a little bit.
Doc wants to play that trumpet so that he can make a deal again.
That's a 1. Do I need to try and take a photo of this, or are you happy?
No,
with
I'll believe you.
1,000% trust it.
Yes.
Critical success. Well done. He stops and he says, "But I have to. I do."
Everybody's told you this is a bad thing. You understand, boy, don't you?
Everybody who's telling me that keeps dying.
You're only going to bring terrible things here to everybody. The deals
Terrible is the only thing I have left.
There's worse things than what you've got left. And if you keep on going on the course that you're going on, I assure you, you're going to see them all. He reaches out his hand. Give me the trumpet. Come on.
One last song. Please. For her. And you see that there's a tear rolling down his cheek.
Okay, but I'll go with you. One last song.
Okay. And the two of you leave the scene. Top of the round, Riggs. Joey is still struggling to get that gun out of his suit.
Does it look like the mobsters are just like it's a stalemate? They're not going to fire? Happy to de-escalate?
It looks like they're rallying. Unless intervention happens. Yeah, the two of them. Like, there aren't more of them showing up, but unless intervention happens, they're going to start opening fire this round.
All right. Jesus. I really am go on the dark side with you, Lucien. All right. Fire for round.
I didn't blow up the car. That was forward.
Show I'm serious.
All right. How are you going to show them that you're serious, Riggs?
I'll just, if I can, I don't want to kill them if that's possible, if I just shoot one in the leg.
Okay. At this distance, it's already a hard success just to hit them. So you're going to need an extreme success to get a called shot.
Mm.
Or
well,
hard
if I know it's that
success
distance, then maybe is the car still running? Is our car still running?
That's up to Bill to decide.
Is the car running, Bill?
The car is still running.
I'm going to jump into the car.
Okay. If bullets come your way here when the mobsters go next,
a duck.
You'll have 3 points. You'll have 3 points of armor from the car door.
My idea, though, is just so you know, my idea is actually I'm going to try and drive it into them. But if all I can do is get in the car, I'll get ready to drive.
Yep. You'll be given all the readied weapons. You'll probably be going at the end of the combat round here.
All right.
Starting with the mobsters, you're able to get in the car, Riggs, so that's good news for you. They spray gunfire in your guys' direction. For DULAGI and Ford, would either of you like to attempt to dive for cover?
Nope.
I would. Oop.
Yes. DULAGI would like to. Okay, DULAGI can give me a dodge roll. Bill Ford is standing strong.
Hold on here. I just screwed everything up. I'll spend 6 luck to make that a success.
Okay, cool. I will have each of them make a single roll against you. DULAGI, you get a penalty die. They get a penalty die against you.
That's good.
And this is S&G. I believe that's how this works. So that is a failure against you, Lucien. So the bullets go tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat, and you throw yourself behind the speedster, and a couple of bullets sink into the car itself. Surface level damage.
Speedster, no!
And for Bill, that is also a failure. Their stat blocks do not give any points in SMG. It's a scare tactic. So that is what the two of them do. Joey is going to attempt to shoot at you, Riggs, but he also gets a penalty die to this.
Mm-hmm.
He does have a little bit more to his 45 than 15%, though. But he's, again, firing at range through a car door. Yeah, the bullet sinks into the car door, and you are safe. So that's the mobsters. DULAGI, you gave up your round to dive for cover, and it was a dive well spent. Ford, you were aiming last round.
I was, yes indeed.
What would you like to do with that aim?
I think I would like to pull the trigger.
Who's in your sights?
One of the guys with the Tommy gun.
Ooh, very good. You don't have the range issues of a pistol, so go ahead and give yourself a bonus die.
Hard success.
Okay. Roll your damage.
What's the damage on this thing? It is
2d6 plus 4?
2d6 plus 4. Uh, 11.
Is how many hit points Matt had. So down goes mobster number 1. And there's a voice inside saying, "Shit, get the boss out. Get the boss out." Riggs, we come to you, my friend. You are in the car. The steering wheel is there, and the engine
It's not
is
the
running.
dock.
We'll get back to the dock. The dock has left the scene.
Did I see where the dock went?
Nope.
All right. I'll run them down then. Here we go. Drop the gears down and charge at both Joey and the remaining mobster with driving.
Very good. Give me a drive auto roll to use a car as a weapon.
Drive auto. Getting used to this mobster style. There you go. Success.
All right. I will give each of them a chance to dodge. Mobster number 2. Yeah, okay, he's rolling against a 35. Let's see how well that goes. Yeah, one of the mobsters turns to paste. And as for our good friend,
Bill.
Joey Larson,
It'll come out.
he has a 45 to dodge.
Oh.
Joey Larson and another mobster. Hamburger on the windshield.
Run the wipers.
The wipers go on. And I just have to throw in the image of you driving away, removing the cover that Lucien was using.
So the dilettante and the cop act like mobsters, and the mobster dives into the ground. There you go.
The rest of the chaos that happens involves a canvas truck bursting out from the garage, bashing aside the flaming heap that was the gray Packard, and probably some more shenanigans with Riggs behind the wheel. I will give. Let's see, out of the 3 of you, who has the lowest luck? I thought I saw Mel had like 37 points of luck.
Yeah, I have 48 left.
32 now.
50.
Do you have less? Okay. Mel Riggs, give me a group luck roll for the 3 of you.
Oh, great.
All right. 32. For group luck.
Murtaugh.
No, that's no good.
So none of you have seen where James is gone. As the boss is cleared way, you're able to go through the warehouse to try and figure out where James went. You find no James. You find no Leroy. In the warehouse office back room, you see slumped in a chair the body of Charles Johnson from the Charles Johnson Paradise Orchestra, with a bullet in his chest and a bullet in his leg.
Ooh.
Nasty.
Is he dead? Can I check to make sure he is 100% dead?
He is dead.
Call out for the doc. Doc, where are you?
You give a check, Lucien. It looks like the blood on his leg is older than the blood in around his chest. The first bullet wound must have been a while ago. Maybe a certain Lucien failed a listen check to hear the first gunshot before a Grey Packard exploded past him.
That makes sense.
But he's dead. He's not dead and alive again. He is dead.
So I look at the other two and just go, we gotta find Leroy. Did anybody see Leroy? Anybody?
Doc went after him.
Nope.
Did you see which way the doc went? I didn't. I was hitting the ground and I didn't see where he ran.
No, I'm calling out in case the doc is in shouting distance.
All right.
Nothing. Well, I say nothing. Who currently has the sarcophagus?
Me.
It is warm to the touch in your pocket.
Uh-oh.
So as I kind of feel it, I hurriedly get into my pocket, and as I grab it, I kind of, little hot potato it. It's a little hotter than I did, and I go, I don't know what's going on here.
But it is warm. Give me a power roll.
Power roll. This probably is not going to be good.
You think?
Yeah, I think. And I just screwed up. Hold on 1 second.
You have a good amount of luck. I believe in you.
I do not. 95. I failed. Is it worth 45 luck? That would pretty much take me out. But I assume we're toward the end. So actually, can I push the roll?
Sure. How would you like to push it?
I assume that as I have this in my hand, that maybe it's starting to bring me some visions or something that kind of shadowy is heading my way. So as I do that a little bit, I kind of go back to my grandma and what she told me about what to do when the darkness or the evil came after me, and I just kind of try to push away whatever this is trying to bring into me.
Okay.
If I'm accurate in that assumption.
You might go too deep, but you may try to dive deeper.
Boom. Hard success.
Your mind is opened. You feel yourself being lifted above yourself. It's a very out-of-body experience. You see the garage that you are currently standing in. You see the conflagration of that poor Grey Packard. You see yourself. You feel yourself moving over Harlem. You see 2 blocks of greenery. And you come down. You feel yourself descending. You are running. You look around behind you and you see that James is keeping pace with you. Not going as fast as you would like, but you need to get there. And you look out ahead and you see that there's a gravestone. You know where it is. Halfway down 155th Street from Broadway. Right in the middle of the block. Her name's on there. She calls and you remember shaking Louis Armstrong's hand. You didn't realize it at the time, but this is what you wanted, and he knew. It's why he gave it to you. And you come back to yourself. And the sarcophagus, whose lid was levitating and spinning, you didn't see it, but the other 2 did, slams back down onto the rest of the sarcophagus.
Just aim my pistol at him. He's still with us, Lucien?
Yeah. Put your gun down. And I kind of throw the sarcophagus down on the ground a little bit and go,
Lucien, lose
yeah,
5 magic points.
all right.
Not for
Down to
throwing it
5.
down, for all of it.
For the whole episode. Okay, good. And I just kind of go, look, I'm okay. I just kind of left my mind a little bit, but I'm back now. I got to go find Leroy. And,
How are we going to do that?
Especially they had a gun in front of us.
He's disappeared.
Fan out. One of us head north, one of us head west, the other one head south.
You know exactly where he is, Lucien.
Oh, I do.
You saw exactly where it was.
Oh,
He's headed
never
towards
mind.
the Trinity Cemetery.
I need more coffee. Bill, let's get in the car. Let's go. Come on, Riggsy. I know exactly where we need to go. Get in the car. I'll guide us there.
Let me guess. Trust Lucien. I just shake my head.
Trust me. We'll
Trust
be
me.
fine.
Three of you race to get to the car, and we're gonna have you join us because the rest of us are over at Trinity Cemetery. James, you're standing with a disheveled Leroy. The two of you have seen a lot over the past 30 hours, 24 hours. Has really only been like half a day. His hands are wrapped around the 4 valve frame of this trumpet, which you know he got from Mr. Goodfellow. And in front of him is the simple tombstone of Marnie Speeton. And he looks at you almost for reassurance. Just one last song.
You do know what would happen if you play, though, right? Everybody here, everybody's loved ones will also come out.
But that would be a good thing, wouldn't it?
Are they really alive? Will they really love you? Is that enough for somebody to be walking around? Is that a person? Is that what you really want?
You may take your pick of persuade or charm.
I am sorry. Because I have I have a mania here, so I'm fighting between my mania as well as I'm curious, but I'm also like, there's a lot of bodies here. The experimental process probably would only suggest one person would be a good option. Maybe 100 is not so good. So I will take. I think I've only got persuade. Yeah, I've only got persuade, so I will use persuade. That is a 24 on my 30.
And you had a critical success to bring you here.
Like, I'm trying to leave this to him. I just want to guide him as somebody with 64 years of experience down a path and let him make the decision, but nudging it.
He looked like he was about to put the horn to his lips and start playing. But your words give him pause. And he says, "Thought that's what I wanted. When she was taken from me, my world was killed. They took the world from me. I don't think anyone will possibly understand what I went through, what I've had to go through.
But you won't get it back if you do this, lad. You have to understand. A puppet is not a person.
But it hurts. so much.
I think Joseph puts his arm over his shoulder and is like, I understand, but pain is not something that will heal through this act. It requires time. You got to work through it.
Will it really get better, though?
It won't be the same, but with time, yes.
Charles died on that promise. You can see over his shoulder, Joseph, a familiar speedster, Tokyo drifting nearby, coming to a park so that 3 people can pile out and start running in your direction. But they're out of earshot for another minute.
Yeah, put it down. Let it go.
He sets down a trumpet, and you see the silver melt away. And all that's left in its glory was a trumpet that you had seen sitting on a stool in a speakeasy in downtown Harlem, with the cursive words engraved on the sides reading Charles Johnson. And Leroy's shoulders collapse, broken, and he sobs. And he's whispering, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And as the 3 of you catch up and see this sight, there's no silver 4-valve trumpet in sight. But I would like the 4 of you to give me a spot hidden roll just for kicks and giggles. Full points if you can get an extreme success or better.
Yeah, baby. Let's do it. Not hidden. I think I'm
If
pretty
you
good
have
at
5
that.
points in Cthulhu Mythos, you may have a bonus die.
I mean, we're nearing the end of the scenario here, so
Come on.
47 down to 5.
I'll use luck.
I will also use
something different.
luck.
I'll only really give it to someone who can get an extreme.
Oh, okay.
That's too much. I'm 5 off.
Okay, it sounds like no one got the extreme success then. That's fine. You're on mute, by the way, Lucien.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. So we'll give this to the players. Out of sight of our heroes. And I think they deserve to be called heroes for tonight's horrors.
Oh.
There's a man in a black suit with clean black hair that's combed over, still somehow looks greasy, who's standing off to the side watching. He stands in front of another grave, a grave of a man who has troubled him, whose good friends continue to trouble him. And he looks over at these 4, unconnected to all of that. And at first he has a frown. But then he smiles again, and he turns to the audience, and he says, humans will never cease to amaze me. But you've got to keep them around as long as you can. It's no fun if they die. Time will pass. My deals will remain. It's just a matter of time before they shake an old sinner's hand. And that concludes Dead Man's Stomp.
Awesome.
Very good.
Outstanding.
Well done,
Thanks so
you've all
much.
survived. And took it in a very wonderful direction. I am so
Not
happy
for-
with that.
Not for the lack of trying. Did
Lucky we had the
I?
library.
Okay.
Lucky we had the librarian.
I tried. I was so into role playing in the bathroom that I think I forgot half of what she told me. Did I really miss? But she was a little bit obtuse, yeah.
She
didn't
was a bit
exactly give me all
obtuse.
that. That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. She was basically just trying to say, hey, Leroy Turner is the man you want to look into. He has made a similar connection that the sarcophagus has made.
Okay. And I thought when we destroyed the one, either the trumpet or clarinet, hey, we're good. And I should have known. She was very implicit that we need to make sure he doesn't do anything to bring the Shadow Man onto him. So that was my fault, everyone.
You were on the right track.
Yeah.
His life was building up to this moment at the cemetery.
Well played. And I assume it was Nerophyllip, right?
Yes, Mr. Goodfellow, Nephron Ka, also known as Nyarlathotep, the god of 1,000 faces, the crawling chaos, the trickster of the Cthulhu mythos, took the form of a certain famous jazz musician, handed Leroy Turner a trumpet with the promise that if a master trumpeter could play it well enough, they could make the dead dance. Which was what Leroy didn't want to admit in the cafe twice. But he had told Charles right before you arrived. And so Charles was trying to say, I know you want to do this you want to see you want to see her back. You want to see her back. This is not it. This is not it. This is not it.
So have you ran this previously, Ty?
No, this is my first time.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if...
I played in it as a player a couple weeks ago. And had a very bare bones experience with it. It was very railroady. So I tried to make some adjustments here just so that you felt like you had more agency as players. So hopefully that succeeded. A little bit of the tracks still remain.
Yes, very much. And I enjoyed Joseph's character, especially there at the end. That was well done, well played.
Yep.
Well played.
A lot of that wouldn't have happened if you hadn't put the trumpet in his hands to play.
Oh, that was... I told you. I gave you a 2% chance, man. Thinking you were going to fail and you were just going to be like, oh, okay, that's fine. Move forward. I should have realized that a player playing out a bout of madness was definitely going to spend the luck on that. But I didn't want to just give you like the effect that just felt cheap. So one of the content warnings was a Faustian bargain, so I gave it to you.
I am all in for that sort of stuff.
Oh, that was brilliant. That was very well done and very well played. But everybody played great. Enjoyed playing with all of you, new people and people I played with before. And Ty, I think you did a great job adjusting on the fly and making it fun. The whole Faustian almost grabbed and almost made the bargain, and we saved him, and everything. The fight with the mobsters that happened when we blew their car up. My good friend Robert taking care of that. So, and just well played. Mel did a great job, and I enjoyed it. I thank you for running it. It was a great night, great entertaining evening.
Yeah,
No problem. I had a lot of fun with it too.
It felt like it was more open. Like it didn't feel too railroady.
Not at all.
I got the sense of maybe a nudge here and there, but like it wasn't like you have to go here now. So that was great.
Very good.
Yes. I'm mad at myself for missing a few things, but I guess that's part of it. But
that's what idea rolls are for.
Yes, and I knew when you did it, I was like, "Shit, I forgot something." I know I
you
did.
You did good, Lucien.
Yeah.
You did good, man. You were
You
like
did
leading
fine.
us. Yeah, if we didn't have you, we would have just been looking at each other.
No,
Where do we go
I
now?
just yeah. Usually I take good notes, but I missed some of the when I was so into the restroom scene that I just missed some of the things she said. So, but
All good.
no, very well ran. Thank you very much, and hope you have more games because I enjoyed playing in this one for sure.
I love offering games. Those of you tuning in, I tend to offer games on the Good Friends of Jackson Elias Discord. They did not sponsor this game, and the opinions and views expressed therein are not those of the Good Friends of Jackson Elias. I feel obligated to say. But many keepers and game masters like myself offer games on that Discord server. It's a very convenient way to schedule things out and help get people together, like these fine folks right here.
Yeah.
Without which this game would not have been nearly as fun. So
100%.
if you have the fancy, stop on by the Good Friends Discord, see what games are available. Sometimes we have some games, sometimes you don't. It really depends on who's willing to offer what. Hey, maybe you should learn the system and offer a game yourself. They're welcome to have you. There are plenty of voice channels and tables available.
The link will be in the description. Well done. Well done to all. Thank you very much. I will
Thanks so much, everyone.
close the stream, and if you do want to remain on, please do. But for those watching, thank you very much. See you later.